Hello, hello. I want to make sure everybody can hear me. I finally figured out how to make all of my things work. So here we are. Let's see who was first on the moonwalk, and y'all tell me if y'all cannot hear me. We had here first Virgo Callie on that moonwalk and Dimples Wimples 504. Who else do we have? We have Deli Cadell, Justin's mom. Rossi, I'm free to be me. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame. Obsessed with the mess, sunshine and rain gardening. Raydella Lewis. Um, Boys Nana Muffin 218. Hello to all of you guys and those of you who are in the clouds, the bushes, or wherever you may be, and or even if you're on the replay, shout out to all of you. Well, I'm working on something about the Bible lady, and I wanted to do that tonight, but I don't have it all finished. So I will have to do that tomorrow. Hey, Southside Chi-Town. But today we are going to get into the phone call that was released a few days ago. Dimples Wimples, I'm ignoring your comment. I hope you know. That's all I'm gonna say. I plead the fifth. Y'all, I plead the fifth on the doctor. No, I'm gonna tell y'all why I didn't go. Hey, beautifully made 13. I didn't go because I would rather go to my pulmonologist because I have a blood condition. And when you go to like places like urgent care, they get scared to subscribe things to me. I remember one time I went before to urgent care and I ended up sitting in there for like 4.5, 5 hours. And they, after I saw the doctor and everything, all she would give me was Mucinex. She wouldn't give me anything else. So, Southside Chi-Town. Y'all, but I'm on Monday. I'm going to call my pulmonologist, and I will probably have an appointment for this week. So I stay away from urgent care. But y'all, y'all are really boys. Nana said that's understandable. Can you call your doctor? Yeah, I'm gonna call. I'm gonna do it on my. I really am gonna do it on Monday. Southside Chi-Town said we're gonna shut this shit down. Excuses, excuses. Yep, let me turn my microphone down because I don't want to be too loud. Okay, that sounds a little better. So, anyway, we are going to get into this. I see you, Justin's mom. Yeah. Yeah, I do have asthma. Hey, Nikki G. And I just would rather they know me. I've been a patient there for 10, 15 years. So they know me and they know what to do for me. And you kind of when you go to urgent care and you try to tell them something, they don't listen. But as soon as they hear about my blood condition, they get all shaky. So Dimples Wimple said, I'm going to go grab Erica's tank for you in the meantime. Oh, I would appreciate that. But I will definitely, most definitely do it on Monday. Um, yeah, it's just hard, Justin's mom. It really is. I kind of want to see them. This, like I said, the same. I've been in the same practice. Them people know me. I know them, even though they gonna get on me too, because I didn't follow up with some stuff from the last time I was sick. So everybody's gonna be coming down on me. All right, we are going to get into this phone call where Sonya and Nesto talk about Steve Harvey. So let's get into it. Am I sharing? Let me see. Okay, here we go. Uh where's the play? Oh. All right, so let's get into it.
In these two jail calls from August of 2023, Sonya and Nesto talk about Steve and Marjorie Harvey, his CP charges, religion, and more. Take a listen.
By the way, I did not hear this call. Um I just I haven't been on YouTube really all week. So I didn't hear this call. So I'm catching up on a lot of things. So this will be my first time listening.
You didn't tell me the big news last week.
What was the big news?
The big news was Margie. They had it all on social media that Margie cheated on Steve again. Well, Cook and bodyguard.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I read something yesterday that he tried to fire his social media public because they said it was some issues with the marriage, and I just read that this morning. So
I'm curious, did anybody read this? I don't recall reading anything about this, but I mean, I know she makes it up as she goes. I don't know where. Um, I just don't know where she gets her information from. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame said, I hope it's not the one she talked about, her sister's child. Yeah, I don't know. This is my first time. Hey, D Dub, this is my first time listening. So I'm gonna see what happens.
so well, she only married him for some money, so I don't know what he thought. She wasn't attracted to his ass.
Yeah.
How does she know this? How does she know she only married him for the money and she wasn't attracted to him? She makes it up as she goes.
It went viral last week. I said,
I've been off since they've been talking shit on you, so I've been off of that YouTube.
Oh, okay. You said they was gonna get him. You said they were trying to get at him some kind of way, didn't
you? What case is this? 407? You want to know about 407?
Yeah, 407. And
I sent you some pictures, of some stuff from the internet. Hold on. Order to a lot.
Pictures of some stuff from the internet. Okay. Now, Southside Shy Town says she heard about it, but I mean, was there actually like a publication that said he fired his social media team or someone on the social media team? I've read about, on social media and tabloid stuff that they did have problems in the marriage, but like I'm trying to see if there's like a more reliable source, like some kind of new, like the New York Times or the Post or something.
Okay, so the only thing that came out was they gave him an order to allow him to withdraw. So they let him withdraw on the 25th. And
he said they gave him an order.
They allowed him to withdraw. So I was trying to see. Okay, so now it doesn't have anybody as your attorney right now. Nothing's listed for your attorney. It's zero. It's just nobody right now. Okay. So, but no, because when I was reading the first of all, the person that they gave the video or whatever they're trying to say to supposed to be just some computer person, right? That's supposed to be able to go into a computer and search through and see what's on a computer. He's not a specialist as to say how old a person is. Only a doctor can tell you by looking at a person.
These people who do that, the forensics on the computer and trying to determine whether it was really a child or an adult, like she's trying to say, they are trained. So it's not like you have like a Joe Blow looking. These people go and they are trained. They know what to look for when they look at these videos. And Justin's mom says she is jumping around topics. Yes, she is, because I was confused for a minute. I was like, wait a minute. We were just talking about Steve Harvey in this article, and now they just jump into the CP stuff. So Southside Chi-Town said that that story might have been on TMZ. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame says, Sonya, we talk more shit about you than Nesto because his stupidity speaks for itself. Absolutely, absolutely. Dimples Wimple said it's crazy how they are worried about Steve while still shady towards Shirley. Yeah, why are they even talking about that? Boys Nana said, I heard about it as well. Really, nothing came of it. Right. Okay. Okay. Dimples Wimples. Sonya, your PhD is in hoism. That's it. That's all. And Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame is saying, warning, this is triggering because yeah, I know. I figured that. Yeah.
Person's body, how old a person is, which I already know. It's a used computer. Everything, they purposely omit shit because we already see how they operate. The shit happened. Whatever's on there happened before you got possession of that computer. That's clear.
How and why is that clear? Has she seen a data printout to see what was on there? And the thing that she does not understand or realize is that it does not matter when it was on there. If it's in, even if you bought it secondhand, because it's my understanding that they wipe those things clean. But even if he did buy it secondhand and something's on there, it's his responsibility to get it off and not leave it on there. So I'm not buying that. I'm not.
But the shit that they're trying to say, to even try to say that they're actual minors, is bogus. Because they're trying to say that the girls were the age between 16 and 17 or something. 15 and 17, right? So they're trying to say no pubic hair.
Well, okay. I thought it was 13. I thought it was like something like 11 to 13. How are you doing? Always loving life 804. Welcome. Southside Chi-Town said this dummy doesn't know she's making it worse by reasoning they are infants. And you know something else about it, her keep trying to pinpoint, when the stuff went on there and not knowing what she's talking about, and trying to say that these were older people. Her logic, her theories, they don't even make sense.
Well, girls get pubic hairs between the age of 9 and 13. That's when they grow pubic hairs, which means the kid has to be under 9 or under 10 in order for them not to have pubic hairs, which you can clearly see if it's a 10-year-old. Everybody know what a 10-year-old looks like off a rip. Also, when women that grow breasts under that, they start growing breasts at the same age, 9 to 13 years old. By the time they're 13, they have chest. So you can't say that a 17-year-old is ever considered a child to be flat-chested, because 17-year-olds, 16-year-olds, and 15-year-olds have full breast. So his examination to state that their children, his guess of why their children is out the fucking door. They have to be under 12 years old in order for him to sit there and try to use pubic hair and chest as a validation of why they're minors, because kids grow.
I'm one who developed very early. I just remember being in a bra most of my life. I was in a regular bra in elementary school. So, you can't go by that. People shave. So, I mean, you just can't. Her theories just don't match up with what's going on. D-Dub said he was driving Bentley and stealing a G-Wagon, but getting used computers from a pawn shop. And might I add, this was a used computer from the pawn shop that he had to use Shirley's card for because he didn't have anything on his whatever card he had.
And developed early, not like it was 30 years ago when we did grow chest in the 11th and 12th grade. They grow chest in elementary school. They grow hair. Like I said, they get their periods in second and third grade now. So that and the only way you can sit there and try to say off of a picture that they're minors is if they're damn near 10 years old. If they don't look like they're 10 years old or 11 years old or 13 years old, which those are clearly adolescents, then you got to go with something else to say that they're kids. So you throw that shit out the fucking water with that crap. I strongly believe whatever is on there is adults. You know what I'm saying? But they're reaching, of course. Everything's a reach because they're trying to make everything that they find.
This woman has not seen these pictures. I hear her using this theory and everything, but I haven't heard the lawyers, with this theory. The only thing Sean Hoover tried to do was get the people off the YouTube, stop that. And Sean Hoover, he was just messy. Like he didn't have the right RICO statute when he was in court that one time. So I would think that if it was the way she's describing it, that would come from his lawyer and not from her. Ray Della Lewis says, so are you confirming that they can be minors? Girl, bye.
Find on you a case. So we already know the pattern that they're reaching on everything.
Pattern.
So all you got to do is get a pediatrician who knows development of children to state what it is. And this is what's up why old boy didn't go to your preliminary hearing, because he could have threw that shit out, because that would have been like, bring that recording, bring the evidence, bring these videos. How do you gather that this is a child and an adult? And you would have been able to say, what's the date of the download? What site did it come off of? What's the IP address? Because you had to be plugged into somebody's Wi-Fi to get it. And all of that shows. Remember, there's a digital footprint to everything you do on your computer. They could find out where you were at, whatever, the site. You was at a Starbucks, what Starbucks, if you was at home, all of that shit. All of that. Because my girl, when she used to do her tax fraud shit, she used to go with her computer to all these different locations, and the feds picked up on all of that. They had every IP address, everything.
I remember, I believe, a preliminary hearing, that one hearing that he had, the one that it's on the Infamous Sylvia. Infamous Sylvia. You're watching Infamous Sylvia. Okay, so it was on her channel where she read that, and if I'm not mistaken, those pictures had been turned over to a forensic. I don't know what they're called, but it had been turned over to them, and I think that they have assessed that those are minors. D-Dub says she doesn't know the difference between a bond hearing and a trial. No, she doesn't. She really doesn't. And Obsessed with the Mess said she don't think they have all that. She thinks smarter than the professionals and experts. I can't deal with this bitch. And Muffin 218 said Miss Pear Liar should know that nothing is coming out until the trial. This is the same woman who said that his lawyer should what did she say? The lawyer should put in a motion so that this can be changed from criminal to civil. You can't do that. You don't. That's not how it works. You don't just go into court and put in a motion and say, Your Honor, this should be civil and not criminal." That's telling me right there this paralegal stuff is a bunch of BS. I mean, really.
Every address she was at that she did it at off her computer.
And excuse me, I'm sorry for stopping, but always comparing his crimes or something like that with what has happened in other cases with other people, and never has the facts right about those cases either.
Off the Wi-Fi. So all that will come out.
Okay, so it don't show I have a date yet?
No, darling, I don't see a date on this. All I
Not on
see is
that.
Oh, Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame, you've made a good point. She says if he was actually recording it from his device, he would not need Wi-Fi. They did have an expert analyst. Thank you. That word was escaping me. For those images. I thought that, it was said, I don't know if they were there because we never heard part two like she was supposed to do. But I thought that it was mentioned that an analysis had been done. Hey, Shirley's divorced finally. Southside Chi-Town said, well, Shirley asked if his lawyer could drop the charge. They're all.
No.
Okay, well, hold on. Let's go through all of them. What you eat today?
I had some grits today.
Ew.
I'm sorry, but what is this always? What did you eat? What did you eat? What did you eat? He's in jail. He doesn't have choices. So that should be the last thing that that they should even be talking about. Obsessed with the Mess says, watch how she changed the subject right here because she isn't looking up his next court date. She probably texts infamous Sylvia to ask when his court date is. Yeah, just like she doesn't watch. She gets the updates from Sylvia. I mean, it's all ridiculous to me.
Ew.
Yeah, that's what I say. Grits today.
This is nasty. So I was reading, it was talking about Fannie Willis's father. Did you know he was part of the Black Panthers? She was raised by her father, and he was a Black Panther.
No, I knew she was from California, though. I know that part.
Yep, and her dad was a Black Panther rolling over in his grave. That bitch don't do nothing for Black people.
How is he rolling over in his grave? He was on when they were doing the Trump hearings. Not the Trump hearings. Her and Nathaniel, whatever his last name was, their affair. Her father testified. So what is she talking about? This is what she never reads or researches anything because he's not turning over in his grave. He was right there on the witness stand. Shirley's divorce finally said that's where she gets all the information about the case. Hey, Golden Pearl. Yeah, we haven't been on here that long at all. Hey, Twyla. I don't know if I spoke to you, but how you doing, Twyla?
Lock them up and lie. So they were talking about her record as a prosecutor, and I know the prosecutor's office, how they win most of their cases. If they don't get an honest confession or a video or an honest eyewitness, it's lies. It's all, the rest of it is lies. So.
Well, we're going to see. Well, you're already on because you're out there. We're going to see see if they let them folks send it on to the feds or not. They can't send it on, bound it over to the feds.
Happy Monday.
Yeah, it's a Monday. But a bond should be coming up from on a new system.
Really?
I mean, I know that because I already went for the new charges already. So there's only one charge left. So I should be going out for a bond here.
What's your relate?
It should be.
In a perfect world.
Yeah.
No, so
he got on that TV and told them folks he ain't having no problems. Wow.
Did he say that?
See, the ADHD of it all, the ADHD of this conversation, it just, they just don't stay on track. Sometimes I'd be like, wait a minute, is it me? But they never stay on track. How are you doing, little lady Di? Welcome.
He made a speech.
Yeah, he did. That's how I found out about it. Saw it on.
Oh, so he went on and said and made a speech to say my marriage is fine, but y'all can't talk about. But your girl couldn't get on there and say shit about you.
I'm trying to say, hey.
What does she expect Shirley to say? Shirley don't even want anybody to know about this mess. So what does she expect Shirley to say? And by the way, it says Steve Harvey Morning Show. So though I thought it was rude that she did her own strawberry letter and he cut in with his nonsense talking about black bloggers and people who working in the jail who need money leaking stuff, even he's too ignorant to see and to know in research how these things are done. They're not leaked. They are legitimately gotten by the public. You can fill out forms to get them. But these people, they don't research anything. They just run with it and go. Hey, Tamara.
I just saying, how'd shit go?
Oh, no.
I think it went on that show you told me about, that Mexican guy.
He's trying to protect that marriage at all costs. That's what Steve's trying to do.
He did it.
Man, she only married you for your money, and you even knew that because that's why when you first met her, she wasn't feeling you because you was broke. And you knew when you got your money up, you can come correct because all she was dating was drug dealers with money, which means she's not my materialistic person, which all it takes is the next man with either more money.
Look, let me tell you something. And when I find it, I am going, hey, go Roro. I'm going to post it. There is a picture from back in the day with Steve Harvey, and he was with Marjorie. He had been with her before. So I'm not going to say, well, maybe she did marry him for the money, but I'm not going to say that's all she married him for. Those people have been in a relationship for a very long time. He's probably cheated on other wives with her because I mean, it's been years. I'm going to search for that. Let's search for that picture. And Twyla 310 says all you date are criminals. Yes, that is all she dates. And Dimples Wimple said, I hope when Sonya goes to jail, she has a cellmate named Backhand Brandy.
Or somebody that really captures her, what she actually likes in a person. Because she's only been attracted to money so far, which is empty. To just be attracted to somebody for money. That's not true happiness. It's materialistic happiness, but it's not true happiness.
69. Ain't she 60 yet?
No, no, you have no court dates. I don't know how old she is. I don't know.
That one's a big.
But that's his fourth marriage. He keeps telling everybody that's his third. That's his fourth marriage. He's been married 4 times, not 3. It was somebody before the first MAR girl, because his wives was Mary, Marjorie, and whatever, Mar something. All his wives, that MAR name. Nope, nothing. Yeah. Oh, well, let's see what's going on with Steve Harvey.
You're funny. You're funny.
I was wondering why he was on the trending now thing. Like, why is he trending?
Hey, Houston Foodie. I don't know if I spoke to you because I saw you when you came in. Houston Foodie said older than Sonya and looks 20 years younger. He has a big obsession with age. I noticed that. It's always age and how people look. I mean, it just comes up too often. Hey, God bless 1245. She says, broke people always talking about people being materialistic. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say she's materialistic. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, everybody wants to be rich, I guess, but I'm not so sure that I would just tie myself to like Steve Harvey. I wouldn't be able to take him. I really wouldn't. Shirley's divorce finally said, no, Big Shirley as her cellmate, and they beat the brakes off her ass. Oh, you're a mess. Obsessed with the mess says IS text her back and told her no court date is coming up. I was trying to figure out because it didn't sound like she was looking anything up. So okay, all right, that makes sense. Hey, Vic to the Veil, how are you doing? Oops. Oh shucks. Oh, oh my gosh. Okay, y'all, I'm tearing up over here. Southside Chi-Town said she better not run into Marjorie at the mall with your jealous ass.
Yeah, that's why somebody busted my last week.
Find something else to do. We find Steve Harvey and wife Marjorie shut down infidelity rumors. Of course, you're not going to sit there and admit to it because you're not going to leave her.
Right.
So, of course, you're not going to let it be. You're going to just be like, we're going to just deny. The only person that could actually prove.
God bless the court. There's a court date. I think if it's not next week, it is the week after next. And that's still not the trial. I honestly, I can't remember what this hearing is for, but it's coming up. I'm sure somebody in the chat knows. Houston Foodie said, I literally just got done cleaning a spill. Came to the bedroom to chill and created a job for myself. Oh, you did? And Go Roro said, why is she jealous of Margie? She just is. Hey, let's talk about it all, says, why do you care? Bet you didn't know how many times Nesto been married. She can do that probably because she looks better than you, Sonya. By the way, Steve and Marjorie was with who? With him. He had when he had nothing. Yeah, see, that I think he talks about that too. I think he says something about, he had lost all his money and they got together and she was you're right. Thanks for reminding me of that. Vic to the Veil says, I don't think Sonya and Margie will ever run into each other at any sort of shopping center. Marjorie is wearing Louis and Sonya is sticking with her Timu. No shade to Timu wearers. Timu and what is that? What is that thing? What is it called? Forever 21? I think it's called Forever 21. And Golden Pearl says, when you are grown, grown, you don't want to struggle. That's for young love. Right, right. Oh, sound like I spilled something, Houston food. No, I knocked the glass over. Thank goodness it was empty though.
Prove it as the people that was in the bed, which would be her and the dude. They probably gave him some hush money to shut up and go away.
Damn.
His name was Roderick Stephen Harvey Sr.
Wow. So they must have come last week or something, or it been going on
7 hours ago. Well, he just fired his social media dude.
That's a gay guy. That's a gay guy.
Shut down infinite rules follow.
Oh, gosh, this man is obsessed with homosexuality. I really gotta question a man who brings that up often. There are people who don't like homosexuality and they think it's evil, it's wrong, it goes against the Bible. But I don't hear them talking about it on a regular basis every day. I just don't.
Following reports, he cheated with 2 of his staff members.
Yeah. One of them was a cook and one of them was a bodyguard.
Yeah. How hot were they?
They were young boys. I know exactly.
So all he gonna have is, now listen, if he got all female.
Okay, Southside Chi-Town said they were supposed to talk about YouTubers and some other stuff. It might be canceled Big Hoover, Too Little Suit, Sean Hoover, because that's what I call him, has another case. What kind of case is it that he has? I'm curious.
Staff from here on out, you know it was true.
Yeah, because he had number gay boy when he had the one the gay boy was dressing him. I remember that started him out, and he got rid of all the hard head boys and all the men. The gentleman got rid of them.
Get rid of all the straight ones and then listen to the gay guys.
And he brought them gay guys in. They started dressing them and all that. That's why he was dressing them young looking and all that. It was gay, flying them all across the world and shit.
Yeah. So what?
Yeah, but he's gay. So how was that working out?
I don't know about that part. Now, that part, I don't know.
Shit. Well, his ex-wife said he was.
But I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing.
Yeah, his ex-wife, Mary, said that the dude is bisexual. Damn. She flat out said that he was bisexual.
Vic to the Veil said, Nesto is DL, if you ask me. He's too hypersexual and fixated in proving he's a man. You're absolutely right. Also, he always gets focused on who's gay and proving he isn't. Let's talk about it all said, what would you have done if Shirley Strawberry caught you and Nesty Nesto? He wants to know of somebody else who was out cheating like he was. You know, that's very interesting. That's very interesting. Southside Chi-Town said, don't know, but more important than Nasty Nesto. Shirley's divorce finally said, why is she worried about Steve and Marjorie's business? And Nesto don't know shit. No, he doesn't know, and she doesn't know anything either. God bless 1254 said, I think Ernesto may be fighting temptation. He's fighting something because I don't understand the fixation. And D-Dub said, I've had gay friends tell me that men that are hyper focused on homosexualities are often on the DL. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You know, you just don't sit up and talk about it like that.
And that he made advances on her oldest child, and that when they were out to dinner at somebody's house, what was that person's house they were supposed to be at?
He ain't commented on that shit?
Nope, he did. And she did not say anything about that. Hold on, let me see what that was.
You funny.
Hold on. He ain't said shit. Right.
You don't like that man right there. You do not like that.
I don't like how he did her. That was stuff. Just give her what's owed to her. He had her committed, and he had his lawyer trying to have a power of attorney, and then when they got divorced,
by the way, hey, Kenyan says, that's true. He might low-key be gay because straight men don't concern themselves that much in the gay lifestyle, period. And I mean, it just, the way, hey, my tie, the way it comes up is just crazy. D-Dub said, it's like they resist the freedom that openly gay men have while they stay in the closet. Yeah, I mean, I really hate to hear that. You know, the way he kind of the remarks he makes about gay people. I don't like that. I really don't.
He took everything and left her with nothing. Like that's stuff when she gave him.
And this is another, by the way. I don't know. I did hear stories that some of the ex-wives said that he was bisexual, but here's the thing on that. Excuse me. And this is no shade to Essie Berry. I don't have any problem with her. And what's his name? Oh gosh, the Monroe, is it Star? What is his name? I mean, I don't have anything against them, but sometimes, you know, Essie Berry will say something and what she says evolves, because I think that bisexual thing came through Mary Harvey when her and Essie Berry were teamed up, and it might have evolved. I'm not saying that's, thank you, Storm. What I say, Star? Thank you so much. So, Dimples Wimple said Nesto want Gary to use them dildos. I mean, I don't know. Somebody tell me. I don't know if we have any men here tonight, but somebody tell me, Have you ever known a partner or had a partner or a friend who had a partner or whatever who literally had their own dildos? I, I'm I don't know. It just seems strange to me that a man would get those. My Chai says she's always talking about cheaters, and she is the one saying she likes to have married men. Make the ish make sense. That's see, That's the thing. She contradicts herself so much.
$250,000 of her own money to help his career, and then you can't even give her a quarter. You ain't got to give her half. Shit.
Okay, so hold on. The social media, is that a boy or a man? Yeah, they show that part? Because he got 2 or 3 of them folks now. So,
What?
hello? You there? Hello? You just cut off. Yo.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
Yo.
Delicate Dell said, who knows what happened when he was in prison before? Absolutely. Hey, Shay B, how you doing?
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Okay.
He dead.
Huh?
So I'm watching this car accident.
Oh, okay.
They put a yellow thing on him. Go ahead.
So when white folks say, you stop that, Jesus Christ, why do they say that? I never could figure that out.
When they say
this girl's an atheist who alleges she was raised as a Muslim, how does she know the answer to that question?
Stop that, Jesus Christ.
You know, something happened like Jesus Christ. Why do white folks say that? You know,
it's like a golly moment. That's all it is. Like golly, they say Jesus Christ. Black folks do too.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That dude's stomach. Ugh. You know what I be watching when I watch these car accidents? And some of these people are so fucking fat they can't get out the car on themselves. They got to wait for the firemen to come and get them out because they be trapped. And
I cannot, sir. I really cannot. This is. God bless 1254 says this is the conversation of someone under the influence. It is all over the place. Vic to the Veil said it's strange that he had 2 of the things with his liquid V riding around. That's what I'm saying. I mean, this is a safe space. If y'all know men who are straight and have these, I'm just really curious. I'll have to ask some. I'll have to take my own personal poll. Yes, go Roro. Black people say it, white people say it. The Jesus Christ, but that's just that just makes no sense that he even asked that question. Houston Foodie said they're talking that psychedelic talk now. You are absolutely right. That's what they're doing.
they're trapped because they're so fucking fat.
Okay.
How embarrassing is that?
You're funny. Okay, I'm just trying to get get some of this wisdom out you real quick.
I'm crazy. I already know.
What?
You think I'm crazy?
D Duff said he's a Christian. Why is he confused by people calling on Jesus Christ? That make sense. Shirley's divorce finally said only overweight people have to be cut out of the car wrecks. How dumb are you, Sonya? Yes, because I have seen all kinds of people having to be cut out of a car wreck. I mean, what is she even talking about? Where is she going with this? So they shame homosexuality and they shame uh, you know, obese people. Kenya Need said that bitch is weird. AF. She be talking about nothing for real, for real. You are right, she does. It's in goes in every direction but the right one. And Justin's mom says, I don't know any man that has those things. I mean, I don't either. I really want to know. I'm curious.
You already know.
No. I never said you was crazy. You know.
I'm okay with it.
No. I'm not going. No, I didn't say he's crazy. You know, everybody had it. Man, it's a lot of atheists out here. It's a lot of them out there in California too. A lot of them don't believe in a lot of things, and them the most richest people out there.
But you got to think about this. You got to think of how many religions are there? They're all saying different things. Who's right? Who's wrong?
Right.
Not everybody, not only one person can be right because it's 15 religions and they're all saying 15 different things. So what was the one correct way that how it happened? Because everybody got a different story, a different version. So whose truth is the truth?
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
Or they all lie.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Is this God or is this Jesus? If a child just sitting outside out there, playing in the fucking yard out there, and a stray bullet come from another yard, shoots him and kill him, and they dead. Now what is that? Let me hear that part.
Yeah.
Somebody shooting in the hood.
No. I'm talking
what do you think it is? You said, okay, right. So if a person happened to get shot and killed, that could be somebody's karma.
Oh, okay.
Because your kid can get it. So the mother could have did something, the father could have did something, the grandparent, somebody that loved that child could have did something foul and stuff, and that's their karma. The child got it.
That ain't making no sense to me, but okay.
Yes, it do. It do. It could.
God bless said, world is coming to an end, and a geriatric mistress with a colostomy bag is shaming overweight people. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And Delicate Dell said it should be against public health law to carry around contaminated community dildos. Go Roro says, so next question is, where was he putting the dildos? Well, he used them on Sonya because that absolutely turned him out. Vic to the Veil said, give us free will. Someone getting hurt by what wasn't meant for them, like a stray bullet, isn't because of someone abusing their free will. She's talking about all these religions, but she still doesn't even make sense with that. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame says, trigger warning. She's going to speak on her sister's child. Okay, it's coming up. I think I pinned trigger warning up there so people will see that. Go Roro says, I think he was using those dildos on his kind. Yeah, I just don't, I really want to know. Golden Pearl said, Nesto's checking to see how dumb Sonya is. How can the dumb check on the dumb, though? Oh, no.
It could be a freak accident like that happens. You got a freak accident, and I believe in karma. I believe when people out there do stuff shit deliberately, that you're going to get your karma. You're going to get that shit back.
Okay, well,
so if you don't, and that's why I treat everybody well, and I don't know. I'll nobody over. I'll nobody over.
That's a lot of people who don't fuck a lot of people over.
She treats everyone well. Did I say hi to allegedly in Harmon? I don't remember. But she okay, so she's talking about that's their karma. I had a cousin I've had several actually who have been murdered, unalived, I guess I'm supposed to say. That doesn't mean that's their karma. I mean, one of them was killed by a serial killer. I mean, does this mean it makes no sense? Vic to the Veil said, did y'all see that video of the man in the hood sticking a dildo on a front car vent and taking care of himself? Yes, I did see that. I did. She says Nesto was probably using them for his own self. He got too freaky for his own good. That's a good observation. Yes, I did see that. I did see that. Obsessed with the Mess says, I wish she would stop talking over him. They just talk over each other. Houston Foodie said, Sonya, just hush. Hey, Miss Boogie Down. How are you doing? She says they are both scumbags. I didn't speak to you. I am so sorry, allegedly in Harmon. I'm just taken aback because all my equipment is working right. I figured everything out. So I'm taken aback by that and probably just forgot about you. But I was wondering, so I just wanted to make sure.
That's a lot of people. So I'm just saying that they could just be talking regular. That's it. Somebody over too, right? They could be bad mouths about it, right? They could stop somebody else from getting their blessing, right? All that's karma, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're not a perfect angel across the board, if you do little shit, you get little karma, I
It's the
guess.
same shit
If
to
you
me.
do
It's
big
the
shit,
same
you get big
shit.
karma.
Karma is karma. There is no such thing as little karma. You got a big karma, a teeny tiny one, an extra large karma. What the hell? I want her to define karma. That's what I want. I want her to define karma.
Yeah, it's the
Huh?
same shit. It's the same shit. Same shit. Yeah, okay, give you an example. What if the person ain't around, the father ain't around, the mom ain't around, okay, the child want to go stay with an orphan's home, and the same thing happened to them. They mind their own business, enjoying the freedom of land with their new family, and get shot or killed or ran from the cold. Now, where did karma come from that?
You got
No,
shot, killed, I'm gonna stick over.
yeah. I mean, for
Damn.
real, come on, that's what's
Ouch.
going on out here.
Look, ouch. Again, okay, so you're saying because if the parents don't care about the kid, that wouldn't be their karma because they let the kid go, so they don't.
Justin's mom said that's like being a little pregnant, and Kenya Need said he was using the dildos because his old ass don't have no stamina. Hey, a lady. Yep, that's probably why. I don't know, but it just blew her away. That's why she's so um you know thrown. That's why she's so into him. They just did something to her. Hey, Bible lady, how are you doing? Hey, Bon Edgeless and Bananas, how are you doing? D-Dub said, I wonder if we will have the opportunity. Oh, come on, I hate that. D-Dub says, I wonder if we will have the opportunity to witness Sonya's karma of all of this. Man, I would love that. I would love that.
Let a
Or,
kid.
or the kid got taken away, or whatever, however the scenario go. What I'm saying is, they are nowhere around the parent. Okay, now give you
You
them.
don't have to be around the parent.
Okay, okay,
Okay. I just feel like if it's everybody gets their karma,
okay, well,
and it could be directly, it could be on you directly, or it could
okay.
be indirectly.
But you,
So it could happen to you,
okay,
or it could happen to a
okay.
person that you care about.
All right, but this is not a religious battle, so let's just make sure we get this clear. I'm just
No,
trying to
that's
get,
not. Well, karma is not religious. I don't think karma is religious. That's just.
no, I'm finna get past that. I'm past that because when you answer a question for me, I don't have to.
Okay, Bon Edgeless and Bananas has become a new member. Welcome to the Legacy Moon Investigators. I hope you enjoy your membership, and I'm going to start putting more like videos and stuff in there. Um D-Dub said her karma is smelling like a toilet every day. He went to the supermarket and bought the guy. Oh, it was a cucumber and not a dill. That's right. You're right. You're right. And Peppermint Patty said, beware, Sonya. Oh, I'm looking at this thing like it's going to play.
So we'll move on.
Mm-hmm. Move on, boo. Move on, boo. You got some real nice lips.
Okay. All right. So now, thank you. So here, now you don't believe in God, but you believe in voodoo.
Well, I believe in voodoo.
Okay,
Witchcraft.
you said that. You said it, voodoo. You said it.
So, right, because from being around the Haitians do a lot of voodoo witchcraft. They do. They do a lot of that shit. And I only believe what I see.
Okay, what you saw?
So, right. So I only believe what I see.
Okay.
That's why I say I believe in karma because just like I told you, my sister, how she used to do me while we was growing up, she used to always try to, tell on me, get me whooping.
I'm assuming that this is the trigger warning where she's talking about her sister and I guess her sister's child.
And then when I got grown, she went to the police and lied on me and all trying to be greedy, greedy, greedy. And then boom, she had her last child and he was born. That's her karma. And my sister was like, damn. I said, no.
Wait, he was born what? Do y'all know what happened? Did y'all hear anything? It seems like he was okay. It says born. That's her karma, and I did y'all hear anything? I didn't hear anything. I want to know, did anybody hear anything? Because I don't. Hey, Eve has many faces. Um, Houston foodie. Yeah, what happened? Now, I don't know. Um, okay. Justin's mom said phone calls from prison redacted it. Okay. Oh my. I hope she puts it in members because I want to know. You know. On the screen. Let me see. She put it. Did she? Okay. Let me go. Let me go back a little second. Okay.
Right, because from being around the Haitians do a lot of voodoo witchcraft. They do. They do a lot of that shit. And I only believe what I see.
Okay, what you saw?
So, right. So I only believe what I see.
Okay.
That's why I say I believe in karma, because just like I told you, my sister, how she used to do me while we was growing up. She used to always try to, tell on me, get me whooped. And then when I got grown, she went to the police and lied on me and all trying to be greedy, greedy, greedy. And then boom, she had her last child and he was born. That's her karma. And my sister was like, damn. I said, no, that's her karma.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So you say you believe.
Okay, so she read that. Oh my gosh. I wonder so I'm not going to get into religion. I'm just not. But Victor the Veil was talking about how Catholicism, voodoo is like kind of enrooted with Catholicism, and that is true. Most of when you talk like voodoo, um, that is, and hoodooism is kind of like linked in with the Catholicism, and then you have the Ife, you know, so and now I'm not saying they do, but I know like with hoodooism, a lot of it's very Bible based. Eve has many faces said, I would have let the world hear another example of how ignorant this side hen is. That's what I'd like to know. If she redacted it, I mean, my goodness, what could she have said? Petty Patty, how are you doing? Yes, IS is her friend. Yes, indeed. Obsessed with the mess said this bitch just said her nephew is messed up because her sister used to tell on her as a kid and lied on her as an adult. Now, I'm assuming she is meaning that that is her sister's karma, the fact that the something came out wrong with the baby. I guess that's the point she's making, but did somebody say they did something to her? Did you pay somebody to do something to her? Um, you know, I don't know.
Believe in voodoo. Okay. Because I was talking to a dude the other day who was sitting outside in the lobby putting our chains on and getting us taken to the court. So he was telling me from Alabama and then saying that this girl had put some roots on her and shit. Now, it was funny, but I want to think about my earlier years. I've seen that shit happen before now. I've seen a put that shit on you. So I'm saying to myself, did a motherfucker put some roots on my head? Because how am I sitting in this goddamn jailhouse like this here? I'm trying to dissect all this shit. Or I could have been.
Now, when something happens to me, that is not the first thing on my mind. That is not. You have to assess the situation. No, you're in jail. Nobody put anything. You're in jail because you committed crimes. That's why you're there. Um, a lady said, "Why would anyone go to the police?" Ooh, where is it? Why would anyone go to the police out of the blue and lie on her? That's what I'm saying. I mean, she is really sticking to that story that her sister lied on her. Obsessed with the mess said, that's exactly what she means. That is insane. And what does it have to do with voodoo? That's what I'm saying. Did she put a spell on her sister? Did he put one? I mean, did someone else? Did she pay someone? And him talking about his karma and that's my no. You are there because you broke the law. God bless 1254 said. I hope her sister is the one person that has to change. This is why her children and stuff had gotten mad with her. because of this nonsense and running of the mouth on a recorded line with this inmate. D-Dub said, and if they put roots on him, why would they? Exactly. Why would someone do that? Unless it's somebody he ripped off. And Gororo said Nesto is just coming up with every alibi he can. Judge, somebody put roots on me. Can I leave now? And Southside Chi-Town said she was trying to beat her siblings out of some money. Yeah, but she does not take. They don't take ownership or responsibility for their actions. Um, and I don't think she realizes that you have to take responsibility. And although this happened some time ago, she's still talking about it. They lied. They lied. Okay, they lied. Yeah.
Say, I could have been dead. I could have been saved from something I didn't even know was coming. Anything.
Or this whole thing is just waking you up and slowing your ass down and telling you need to rethink some things because you only got this many years left, and the direction that you're headed in
Right.
is the wrong direction. So what you need to start doing is everything that you did to get.
This is also an example of why when we were talking last night, I was talking about Nesto cannot be doing any type he can't be into any type of black magic, because if he truly was into it and did all of the things that he was supposed to do, he would have put some sort of protection spell on himself so that he don't get caught or whatever. So that's why this man, he ain't into he Bible lady said she scammed her sister. She talked about it on a call. She asked her sister for money on some deal or business that failed, and Sonya didn't give her money back. Oh, is that what happened? Okay, I knew it was over some money, but I didn't know exactly what went down. Victor DeVille said Nesto better find the old psychic hotline and the lady from the commercial. Someone put roots on me. Oh, I remember that. I remember that commercial. Shay B said, I'm thinking because the R word is so offensive as well as disrespectful, it's not worth phone calls from prison allowing us to hear Sonya ignorant ass say it. Yeah, I can see that too. And Dimples Wimple said whomever Nesta went to get spell work done. Yeah, I'm telling you, he could go to somebody. And she says she believes in voodoo. Why hasn't she gone to get spell work done for his court case if she believes in voodoo? Make it make sense.
Which was all out here trying to help people, all of these women, all of that stuff need to come to a cease because all of that shit just caused a bigger problem that you would have never seen coming. It does. Man, me and my brother was talking about that yesterday, talking about bitches.
Y'all talking about your sister?
No, we was talking about bitches. Dating, and the drama. So I was watching on Instagram, this white dude, this was from the 90s, so this is an old video, but he did 5 years in prison for not paying child support, saying the paternity court found out the kid wasn't even his. And then the girl was like, and the judge was like, do you know who the father is? She was like, yeah, I still talk to him. And then he was like, what? He was like, I just spent 5 years in jail, and you're sitting here saying you know who the father was. And he was like telling the judge, he was like, can she be convicted of something or charged with a crime? And she was like, why? What did I do? And I'm sitting here like, this bitch, like, you just ruined this man's life. You made him think that this child was his, which is first crime.
First of all, there's more into it than that. Is his name on the birth certificate, or did he acknowledge paternity? Because when you take someone to court for child support, they establish paternity. So if he was foolish enough to either sign the birth certificate and be not sure, or she took him to child support and he didn't want the paternity test, that's on him. That's the way it goes. It doesn't matter. That happens to a lot of men. That's why I always, these single men, I don't have a problem with them wanting blood tests. I really don't. I have no problem and no issue with that. But here again, another story where she's not giving all the facts. Um that girl said, "Welcome to the 90s." Hey, that girl. And Go Roro said, okay, your point is exactly, what point is she making? Um, hey, call me on Keisha's phone. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame said, Sonya is sickening. I don't give a damn. If she's physically sick, she's wicked and she's wearing her karma. Justin's mom says if she cheated during their marriage and got pregnant, then her husband is assumed to be the father. Yes. Yes. If that name is on that birth certificate, if that's what you put on there, then that's just the way it goes. A Call Me on Keisha's phone said playing house with some woman and her kids. Mai Tai said that wasn't what Nesto does, commit crimes, then asking why he's in jail. Yeah, why am I here?
And it's emotionally attached to something that's not his, then you're making him pay child support, which he couldn't afford, which caused him to go to jail for 5 years. Now y'all go to court, he found out that after all of that, the kid is not even his, and you knew it. You knew it.
Here's the thing. Another thing to add to that. Now, he wasn't paying child support because he couldn't afford it. I mean, so if you're a woman and you have a child, your child's supposed to starve, go with no clothing or whatever, because you can't afford it. I'm speaking as a woman. Is that so? What if we go with that theory? I'm sure being a single mother with a child and trying to feed, clothes, school activities, or whatever costs money. So if he even thought that that child was his, that doesn't explain the fact that he paid no child support and had to do 5 years. And I'm gonna tell you something else. I've never heard of someone doing 5 years for not paying child support. Never heard of it before. They've done time. And I have my own, that's a conversation for another day, but I have my own theories on that. I mean, if they don't pay child support, you take away their license, you put them in jail, and here we go. There's still no support. So something better needs to come of men paying child support. Um, Allegedly, in Harmon said, Miss Cleo can help you with those things. Just call 1-893-555 Cleo. Allegedly.
Like, what the? I'd have strangled that bitch in court. I'd have called a case in court. Well, now I'm going to jail for real.
That's dumb.
Damn.
I'd choke her ass out. I would choke. How long would it take to choke her out? 3 minutes. That's all I need. 3 minutes.
They got that new shit now where, you gotta, I don't know when they pass that law.
It should be a DNA, right, before you sign a birth certificate. Yeah, everybody needs to take a test to prove it. Because in Detroit, this one guy was.
Here we go again. If you decide to sign the birth certificate, what? Nobody. Do they realize these tests aren't free? Like when you go to court, I don't know how it is in your state, but in my state, when you go to court for child support, and you want a paternity test and it's determined that the child is yours, you're responsible for paying for the test too, as the man. So, she just, here we go with her logic and theories again.
Not the father. He found out through DNA he wasn't the father, but he signed a birth certificate. So stupid ass Detroit court was trying to make him still pay child support. Just like how Marjorie did with Steve with that shit. Her slick ass talking about adopt my kids. Why the f you gotta adopt your kids when they got fathers that's in their lives? You don't do that. You do that when there's no father in the life. But you got two men that's actively in your children's lives, but you want Steve to adopt the kids so they can have.
Here we go talking about Steve and in Steve's pocket once again. I mean, I don't understand why he adopted those grown. They were just about grown. I don't understand why he adopted them either. But how does she know their father was in their lives? Because as far as I know, like the men she dated and stuff, they were in jail. These people went to jail. So how on earth was it that they were in the children's lives, and they're incarcerated. And I'm gonna tell you, even though Marjorie Harvey is about that life, I don't think she's one to do prison visits either. Alleged a lady says, "I'm not calling anyone retarded, but this situation is retarded." Peppermint Patty says, "My brother-in-law never went to jail, but when they caught up with him, he owed quite a bit." And Shirley's divorce finally said, "Girl, you all bark and no bite. You should talk you talk all that shit on the phone. If somebody roll up on your dumb ass, they will take off her ass will take off running. Scary ass hoe." D-Dub said Marjorie was smart. Now her children are Steve's heirs. Exactly. Exactly. Um and that girl said he adopted them to help give them an image, especially the daughter. Dimples Wimple said, "I wonder if Nesto pumped his." I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. And I think it was Justin's mom. Let me see. Do I see it? Justin's mom made a point that I wanted to read. Um that wasn't it. Maybe I did read that. I did read that. Okay, here we go.
Had a name so they could have the connections. So if anything happened, they're in the will. Like it was all a fucking money move. And he was just so fucking.
How does she know that they're in the will? She don't know this. She speaks on things that she does not know. And he can pass away and leave his money to his biological children. I don't know why she doesn't understand that. When you make a will, you can say who you want the money to go to, and he can say, "I don't want these adopted children to get anything." Trust me, I know that too for a fact.
Stupid and in love. He's like, okay, what do I sign? Like, you're dumb. And what you're doing is now your kids got a split shit with these random kids. So you just pissed your
Oh my
actual blood
gosh.
kids. And I'd have been like, I hope them motherfuckers take care of you when you get old and sick. Have her kids take care of you. Because I'm not doing shit. Because there was no need for you to adopt them. So now we got to split everything among, us and them. Like, that's a slap in the face on your real kids.
That is a slap in the face.
Well, yeah, that's a slap in. And you didn't even raise them. You fucking abandoned your children. You didn't come back around till your son was 16. That's when you came in their life. When you got so popular, it had to be a good look. So let me go ahead and round up the kids and act like daddy of the year. That's why I don't like his ass.
What is she talking about? What son didn't he see for 16 years? He had custody of his son. Does anybody know what she's talking about? Please let me know. Hey, Janet Toy. Janet Toy says she should worry about the what? I'm gonna put that up there. There we go. I'll put that up there. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walker Shame said there is a thing called an uncontested will. His biological children don't have to split anything. There's a lot of things that can be done. She's sitting up here talking about this man's will, and she don't know what she's talking about. I mean, what'd he do? Sit on the radio and read it? Southside Chi-Town says you didn't take care of your dad. Mm-hmm. You're right about that. Hey, Peekaboo, how are you doing? Peekaboo says she just make up crap. Yes, she does. And that girl says, why is this hen so bitter? Nesto agreeing he will walk the dog with her kids. Muffin 218 says, so she doesn't realize who she's talking to. Dion was 13. Yes, thank you. Thank you for that reminder. Shabi said she's talking about the oldest son. Okay, the oldest son. All right, thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Bastard.
You hell, ain't you? You hell.
I don't know.
I'm just saying. Okay, probably say the same thing about me. They probably thought you about me, which they probably already did, but it's okay.
He's so silly. Live and learn. That's all you can do in life is live and learn and be right by people. That's all you can do is be right by people because karma's a motherfucker. Even
Okay,
if you don't, I don't believe in heaven and hell. But if there is such a place, which no one's went there and came back and described it, um, if you treat everybody like you're supposed to and
Now, remember, we heard a call where Nesto said he's seen the devil twice. So, why ain't he commenting on that?
respect everybody, then you don't have no worries about if there is a heaven and hell, go into it. If you
so
out here filing,
I got a question.
out here filing stuff,
Okay, I
then
got a
deal
question.
with it.
Janet Toy, I that's pesos. Okay. Mexican currency. Yeah, okay. Pesos.
I got another question. Now they done went
Uh-huh.
all the way to space up there. Have they met
Mm-hmm.
anybody look like God yet? I'm
Do they
saying
make, huh? Do they make people that look like what?
like a higher power God. Have anybody met God up there?
No, no one's met nobody, no God. That's why there's no description of them or her. It.
Okay.
Oh
Now,
Have you
my
ever got a
goodness.
description of them?
hold on. I
How
ain't
the person look?
They say
Oh,
this. Hold on. There you go. Yeah, I can imagine
oh.
sitting at a, I can imagine sitting at a bar with
Me either. Victor Lavelle says people have actually passed away and came back describing what they saw in the afterlife for the brief minutes they were gone. I have heard people talking and telling their story. Eve has many faces says these two are just stupid, and Ray Della Lewis says ignorance is real. Peekaboo said these two are slow. Yeah, that girl, I caught that when she said it. She said he, she, or it. Here's the thing, if you are a Christian and you believe in the Bible, then you believe what the Bible says. Um, so the Bible doesn't refer to him as a it or a female. If you're a Christian and that's your belief.
I think we had a
Oh,
conversation
shit.
before on the RV.
I ain't finished talking. Okay. Now, I got to finish. I got to get this. I got to get this shit clear out of my head, make it laugh. So, what you're saying is that right now, them folks ain't came with no new development that there's a higher being, a higher power than another planet, a space. They done been to space. They done been to all these different places and different continents. They ain't found nothing that make this world tick. That's what you're saying?
What?
They didn't see anything that this world did what?
That make this world tick. The people, the animals, the creatures, all that. What makes this world tick?
We're trying to
What
go
is?
back to the beginning to how everything was developed and found and all of that.
How did it start?
There is, I'm sure, like, I don't know. I've never researched that far back because you got to go all the way back to the dinosaurs.
Well, they
And you got to go
saying,
back a billion fucking years if you're trying to really go back to the beginning.
okay, well, I got a
But
question.
then there's evolution where they said it came
Adam and
from,
Eve.
we evolved out of animals. They're trying to say it was an evolution. That humans evolved from animals.
Do you believe that?
I don't think that far back because it's before all my relatives. So I don't really know.
Okay, now,
I don't go back past slavery. I go from slavery. Let's go 400 years and then go forward.
okay.
Anything that happened before slavery, I don't really concern myself with.
Uh,
She doesn't concern herself with anything that happened before slavery. So this is telling me, okay, so she's not a history buff. But this is what I do want to know. What about your people? So you don't think of anything past slavery. Do you think about where you came from, where the slaves came from? Do you look into evolution? I mean, you're talking a good game, but you're still not saying anything that has any substance.
okay, so okay, I got a question. Okay, they say first human was Adam and Eve. Now, Adam and Eve.
Right. It's Eve has many faces says you notice he did not have this foolish talk with Shirley Strawberry. Exactly. Exactly. No, he didn't. And he's talking to her and asking all these questions of her, and she's an atheist. Does he expect her to come up with an answer? I mean, I don't understand. Shay B said this bitch is ignorant. Yes, she is. And Nesto Shuffle Walk of Shame said that's exactly why Sonya looked like the Cornelius from the Planet of the Apes. Yeah, did you see? I put that picture up with that one time. I don't know if I put it in members um or not in members, but I posted that picture side by side of those two.
How did
That's the
Adam
rumor.
and Eve? Okay, there you go. Here's the thing. How did Adam and Eve come up with all these people? I just want to hear that for. Okay, how did Adam
If
and Eve?
that's the case, we're all related. Think about it. If Adam and Eve was the start, then we're all related.
Okay.
We're all related.
Okay. So how did
Adam and Eve is everybody's great grandma and grandpa.
Okay, so now I'm going to say, so what color was Adam and Eve? Because I
Okay, so
all these different people.
they're saying the first person was a black woman, and everybody evolved from the black woman. That's what I heard. I heard it was a black woman, a black female, and started in Africa, and everybody evolved from the black female.
You're talking about
That
the
was supposed to be
the Chinese
that everybody,
people.
the white people, everybody evolved out of and the different climax was, I don't know how everybody left Africa and went to different places and ended up squinting their eyes, and then that became their thing. But the thing of it is how does it turn genetic? So if your eyes were actually normal eyes, and because of the climate or the place that you're in, you squinting, how does your kid come out with squinty eyes? Because that's just
What? Hey, Jackson Tabasco. What is she talking about? Squinted eye? Does she mean slanted eyes? Is that perhaps what she means? Because I don't know. I don't understand what's going on here in this conversation. D-Dub said slavery has existed in all over some from throughout the world for centuries. Hey, I revives. That is true. Slavery has been around for a long time in different countries. The Africans would go and capture someone from another tribe and use them as slaves. Slavery isn't a new concept. I just think when people were brought here, it just got to the way that it was. I mean, if you want to go back to the days of Moses, the Hebrews, they were slaves. So,
genetic,
Thank you.
right? Again, so everything is just that's why I don't go further back in slavery, because I ain't got time to be thinking about how the fuck this came and how to and all of that. I go all the way back to slavery and forward. Everything beyond that is just 500 to a million years too deep into who cares.
that girl says Nesto is questioning his very existence now. He feels hopeless with his situation. He didn't have his believing wife no longer. He doesn't have his believing wife no longer. Nesto knows or feels the life for him is over. He knows it's over. Yes. Like I said, if say all of these other charges are dropped or he's found not guilty, one of the things we know for a fact is that he is a bigamist. That's a fact. And that's 10 years in the state of Georgia.
Another question. Got another question. Now, the Jews and all these people was slaved and killed and journeyed. The Nazis took all the Jews and dug a hole and throw their body in the hole and all that shit. Now, what make another man do another man?
Why didn't he say the Holocaust? He said digging holes and throwing people in the ground. Why didn't he just say the Holocaust?
Like that. I'm really trying to understand that part.
They still do that shit. It's just different. And if you got wicked people out here that only cares about themselves. Your life means nothing. Exactly. Look at you. Your life means nothing to them. The fact that they're fucking your life over and everybody that care about you on top of that, all for a career situation, it's the same thing. It's just different levels of karma. Remember, you could be a bad person, but not get the karma. Your kids could get your karma. Your grandkids could get your karma.
Here we go
I could
again.
be a good person, but my father was up, so I could be getting his karma.
Okay, So what about the marriage? About the karma with that? Let me hear that part.
She's mixing up karma with generational curses. So this is telling me once again that she has heard bits and pieces of someone talking about something, and she's repeating it back and getting it wrong. Southside Chi-Town said he doesn't know that word. Holocaust, I know. That was, hey, B. Williams and Psycho Boney. I know it was asking too much for him to say the Holocaust, but he could have said, I mean, Hitler, something, say something. Digging holes and throwing people in the ground. Victor Lavelle said, now legacy. Nesto said he wasn't worried about bigamy because it's a misdemeanor. And he's sadly mistaken. I think I Googled it before and it was a felony. But even if it's a misdemeanor, one thing I know I did see is that is an automatic 10 years in that state. That girl said, Nesto, what made you steal these women's money? You stole from anyone you could. Ask yourself the same question. D-Dub said Sonya is a TikTok scholar. Yeah, she sits up and watches social media and then repeats things. And I don't even think, I still question her comprehension, and I definitely question his, but she doesn't even know how to repeat it back to get the story straight of what she heard.
What about the marriage?
The marriage. If you marry somebody, does that go to the husband or the wife, or something being happening because of some shit they did, or something you did? Let me hear that part.
Your karma could transfer to anybody that you care about. It can be yourself or anybody you care about. So that's how it affects you and hurts you.
Oh.
So if somebody you care about dies, you're hurt.
You have 1 minute remaining.
And sometimes, like how Jennifer Hudson's sister's boyfriend got her, he killed her mother, her brother, and her son, and left her alive to suffer. Jennifer Hudson, the singer, you know Jennifer Hudson, the singer.
Oh, yeah,
her sister's ex-wife. So he got her like that. Instead of killing you, I'm going to kill everybody you love and leave you alive to suffer the loss of your family.
Okay, here we go again. I thought that the mother, the sister, and the children were killed or unalived. Oh, excuse me. I thought they were unalived. She's saying that Jennifer Hudson's boyfriend, her sister's boyfriend, killed everybody but her and left her alive to suffer. I am going to Google that because that's not the way I remember it. Now, I'm going to read the definition of karma. Karma is in Hinduism and Buddhism, and it's the sum of a person's actions in this and previous states of existence, viewed as deciding their fate in future existence. No, I'm not going to read that part. So that is what karma is. And she's getting that mixed up with the way she's talking with generational curses. Let me see if I see in generational curses. There's generational curses, generational trauma, and a generational curse. It is the idea that negative traits, dysfunctional patterns, and misfortunes can be passed down from one generation to another generation. And since we're at it, let me see. Let's do the trauma. And generational trauma, also known as intergenerational addition or ancestral trauma, is the passing of psychological and psychological effects of trauma from one generation to the next. So she's getting everything all mixed up as usual.
Damn.
And she's got to live with that the rest of her life. And that's worse than if he had just killed her by killing everybody that she loved and left her alive. She got to live every day. I miss my mother, brother, child. He killed them. You know? What would they have been today? That's a pain I would never want. I love you. Come in the morning.
Pain in there. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's a hell of a pain right there. But that was a sweet revenge.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.
Okay, stop sharing and come over here. Let me see. I'm looking at this case. Academy Awards. This is mother and brother. Okay, on October 24th, 2008, the bodies of Academy Award winning actress Jennifer Huston's mother and brother were found in the family's home on Chicago's South Side. She shot to death were Hudson's mother, um, Darnell Dixon, and her brother Jason Hudson. Missing from the home was Julian King, the son of Jennifer Hudson's sister, Julia. Days later, the body of the 7-year-old Julian Hudson's nephew was found in the back seat of an SUV parked on the west side. He'd also been shot with a 45 pow pow found near the SUV, was linked to the shooting of the other deaths. The SUV was later confirmed to be that of Jennifer Hudson's unalived brother, Justin King. A gun was also found in the vacant lot in the same neighborhood as the SUV. So, and it says this case drew national attention because it was Jennifer Hudson's family. Hudson rose from fame on season 3 of American Idol and was Best Supporting Actress, in Dreamgirls. So, so the mother and the brother got so so the kids, Southside Chi-Town, you know this story. Let me see what you said. He killed the mother and her brother and her nephew. Okay. I wonder, okay. And didn't kill. And now I wonder why he didn't shoot her. Was she home at the time? Those are the kinds of questions I have. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame said Sydney very well could have been unalived in her situation. Yes, and considering the environment that she works in, oh y'all, please get these likes up. We only got 25 likes. Oh no. Mother, brother, nephew. Okay. Victor DeVille said that sister had a similar relationship with Kimberly Elise character in For Colored Girls. That's interesting. Um, yeah, I don't Jennifer Hudson, she wasn't there. That I do remember that so far. But anyway, y'all, let's make these likes like what time is it? Um I I do have something else actually. Let me go see if I can get it. And if I can pull it up, I want to play something that I saw uh that I found interesting relating to this case. And let me get to it. Ooh, went too far. Um by the way, not to well, here it is. Let me share the screen again, and we're going to get into a little something that I found. Uh, okay, share the screen. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're going to get into it. Uh, make sure my screen is sharing, and then we will get into this. What we are about to watch is we are about to watch something interesting that I found on this. I found this on the infamous Sylvia's channel, and we're going to look at that. Let me make sure I got my banner up that this is fair use. I don't have it up, so let me put it on. Fair use, Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for the purposes of criticism, teaching, news reporting, commentary, research, and education, and reaction. So got my thing up. Okay, so let's get into this, and I have it kind of right where it needs to be. I might have to do a little bit of going back. Hey, PW, I have to go back a little bit, maybe, possibly, But PW, you're wrong for that picture. We hold millions. 911 says, didn't Sylvia put a tracking device on somebody's car? How did she beat that charge? She hasn't beat that charge. She hasn't gone to court yet. And yes, she did. His name is Dana J, and he is right here on YouTube. Oh, you go Roro. Yes, I'm putting something together about that topic because I have there are several things that have happened with hairstylists. So I'm working on something with that too. Let me get on this. Okay.
This is very well.
Okay, I don't.
What a woman's supposed to be.
Let me see.
Detail concerning any indictment, any point while being incarcerated, and I never had a you know how I am. I got to get permission to make, if something shared.
She is about to read. I don't know. And I asked somebody and they told me, and I can't remember, it might have been Native, about when the text messages come out, because this is a conversation that was had on one of her lives, and she was talking about Nesto's case, and she read a text, but I don't know if this is from the actual text messages, because I did ask somebody and they said no. So we're going to hear this. I don't know if this is something Sonya, I don't know, but here we go.
To me, I want to know if I could share it.
But Sylvia, I just want to say this. Just be sure that it's nothing pertaining to your case. That's all.
No,
like
specific. No. She asked me a question. She asked me a question about the ex-wife. She asked me a question about that.
Oh, right. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm driving. Go ahead.
Somebody in the chat had asked a question about Nesto's wife.
Oh, so the lady on the radio show emailed you?
No. I got a message.
He'd been married a couple of times.
Yeah, this message is from him, but he didn't send it to me. He sent it to Sonya, and I want to make sure it's I can read it because I don't want to.
My child.
Because the way folks around here be like doing stuff, so
yeah.
I don't want to read stuff until I give the okay to read it. Just hold on a second, Nona.
She's waiting on Sonya to give her permission to read this text message that is from Nesto.
Hold on, y'all.
And this is what we're sitting here doing.
With that situation, without saying it, are you swayed one way?
What? Look, the ex-wife thing?
No, the whole Nesto thing. Are you swayed one way? Do you?
I ain't swayed no way. Only thing I'm saying is let the man's case play out in court. That's all I said. And the man is innocent until proven guilty. That's all I say.
The same feelings you had towards R. Kelly.
Yeah, let the court system do it. The man is innocent until proven guilty.
Earlier, what I wanted to say, I remember now, because you just brought up R. Kelly.
And this is the thing: R. Kelly was found guilty. Why are we still protesting and talking about this man?
And I was like, I didn't want to bring that up, but my thing was my personal, like the generation that's like 50s. I say, yeah, like 50s and up. A lot of people are because of how they were born and raised, they're stuck in their ways. As far as
now, I want y'all to listen carefully to what this man is saying about younger women and older men.
As like, I'm gonna just use this as a small example, having a flip phone. You know what I'm saying? Or not knowing how to stream the internet on your phone. Like older people aren't typically. So that's what I think R. Kelly, he was stuck in the 90s. You see what I'm saying? His mindset was stuck in the 90s. And it's like, bro, no, they can, it's a whole different world now. You can't,
but they went back to the 90s. They went back to the 90s. But they went back to the 90s on those cases. Remember?
Well, yeah. But what I'm saying is how he was moving and acting like it was the 90s, like it's 1995. No, it's
No, he doesn't.
2020.
He doesn't have any charges from the 2020s and stuff. There's no underage girls.
Sylvia, that's what I'm saying. He was operating like it was the 90s, but it's the 2000s.
Hey, Kimmy K, how are you doing? Somebody asked, when is this from? I'll look. I'm checking.
No, okay. None of the cases had the thing of underage girls.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did I say hi, Kimmy Who? Hi, Kimmy Who?
In the 20.
Yes, it did, Sylvia.
No, he didn't.
Asriel, that was just 2015. That's 5-6 years ago.
No, but I'm just saying. But remember, it was. She said it was a different age in the system. They had, you know what I mean. I'm just saying.
Right, I got you. I know what you're saying. I know what you're trying to say.
As older, but he should have gone to the 30s. That's what he should have went.
Yeah,
right.
I get what you're saying, Dom. I think you saying like back when nobody said nothing about Aaliyah being around all the dudes and all that, and young females being around older men. Nowadays, they say something about it.
And in the 90s, that was normal, bro. Like to be an older man and with a younger girl, that was normal. It wasn't. Society didn't deem it as wow. Okay.
Now let me tell you something. Back when I heard that R. Kelly and Aaliyah had married, I said that was wrong. So I don't understand what point he's making by saying, it was okay in the 90s, but now, no, you can't. No, it was never okay. And that goes for Jay-Z, Damon Dash, and Diddy. And the thing about with the R. Kelly situation, and I mean, he has a pattern. I think that's how it became a RICO. I mean, there is a pattern, and a pattern. I'm talking like her. There is a pattern, okay, and this is how the RICOs come about. And I'm noticing that I am seeing more RICOs in different states that have to do with the trafficking of humans for sexual purposes. I'm seeing that a lot.
But my thing is this: society as a whole was not demonizing it like that, right? Even though it was still wrong at that point.
I was.
All right, I just got the okay. I just got the okay.
Yeah, that's
okay. She just got the okay that she could read the email. So, watch. All I'm gonna say is watch this.
Also, that's what I'm saying. I was just okay. So yeah, that's all I was saying. I was just saying that I think that.
No, they're trying to get me not to answer your question. Nona. Okay, Nona. Okay. So Nona, where you at? Say something, Nona. Oh, so I know you're here, so you get the answer.
Okay. This video is from 7 months ago.
Information.
Annabelle, I hope you do better. I'm not sure, your circumstance, but yeah, outside. That's why a lot of people in Washington and Seattle, Washington, there's a high suicide rate. Why? Because it's gray side. Damn, they play.
You gonna read it?
Yeah, I'm gonna read it, but he's still
the beach.
You don't hear me.
I think that PW would like to know. No, PW said the older R. Kelly got slowed down, but he didn't stop. He was still using and abusing women, even if it wasn't children. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, the things is some deep stuff that was going on, especially the woman who, I don't know, this doesn't get mentioned a lot, but the woman who did some some spell work and things for him with those women. Shay B wants to know why this woman surrounds herself with these young people. I don't know. She loves to be Auntie Sylvia to the world. Hey, let's talk about it all. Said everyone, make sure you hit the like on the way in or even on the way out. If you missed it, hit it now. Thanks. You are appreciated. Yes, you certainly are. You certainly are appreciated.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Camry, Camaro.
We want to get her to
Yeah, I
not
can.
answer.
Yeah,
Go
I can
ahead.
hear you.
Okay, because I was like, I can't hear me. Okay. Thank you, Angie. All right. So when I got the when somebody sent me the little clipping, not the clipping, the email, I asked a question, I inquire with Sonya in regards to it. And so she reached out to him, and he responded.
Dimples Wimples, I'm not reading your comment. However, I am going to put it up on the screen.
That fast?
No, this was yesterday.
Oh.
See, look at this. She's sitting there reading it in silence. Watch. Y'all watch this. Watch what she does. This video is for educational and reaction.
This is what he said. Okay, hold on. And if you guys could see, it says approved.
This video is from Infamous Sylvia. Infamous Sylvia, you're watching Infamous Sylvia.
I see it right there. Can you see? Approved, Ernest William. That's it?
Yeah.
9/16. So he replied to her 9/16 last night. He said, I never mentioned Carol's name at any point while being incarcerated, and I never had a reason. Hold on a second.
Okay, this is a bad word that she's staring at. She doesn't want to say it. Now, she doesn't want to say the bad word. However, she sits there and says, damn, while she tries to figure out what word she is going to use. B. Williams says, Jesus be a brain cell for Silverback Studios. Soft South Chi-Town said at Dimples Wimples, listening to her read will make your eyes roll. Y'all ain't right. She don't know what to do. She can't think of a word. Isn't this this is so ridiculous?
Okay.
Here we go.
And
Is it that you don't want to say that word that come next?
no, it's a cuss word.
Yeah, I know.
It's a cuss word, so she don't want it.
You know it's a cuss word. I was like,
now anybody who watches me, y'all know I might use some cuss words, especially when my stuff ain't working right. But if that's how it reads, I read it. If there's a way to make it YouTube friendly, I make it YouTube friendly. I don't know what she's peeking and poking and standing there thinking about. Just read the darn thing. Even Jackson Tabasco, she says, I know you don't like cussing. So she had written something one day, very proper like, because she said she knows I don't like cussing. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame says, doesn't she have a preschool teacher in her chat? I don't know. She might. Southside Chi-Town said he didn't say her name, but he said she was at the wedding and apologized to him. He most certainly did. And if some of you may me remember that Real Talk Bougie, his wife Carol had contacted her. Not Carol. Was it Carol? I think it was Carol who did contact her because she's watching all this mess, right? But she doesn't like her name coming up. Well, your name came up because he brought it up. And I think it was a call to Dre. It was a call between him and Dre. Vic to the Vel says this was around 5/10/24. That's the date he sent the text message from the tablet. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
like, okay, I'm gonna avoid the cuss word.
Bumper clock.
Hey, Lisa Glaze.
It's probably FUCK then, if you can't say it.
Hey, MNPD's finest. Crash out here. I know, right? MNPD's
Can y'all
finest.
hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
you good.
Where is it at? Okay, she said MNPD's finest said, I just tuned in when you started talking silverback read. I got scared. Okay, you just tuned in, and when I started talking about her reading, she got scared. Y'all, this is, oh, it is on pause. I was about to say I don't have this on pause, but I do. And Shay B said the word is probably hell or booty. Sylvia wouldn't know how to pronounce these words. I think it's the FU word. I think. I'm not sure.
Go ahead. Say what you're gonna say.
Oh no, I'm listening. I was gonna show you guys some more stuff in a second. Go ahead.
Okay. While being incarcerated and never had a reason to.
Yeah,
What's TBH stand for, y'all? What do
To
TBH?
be honest.
To be honest.
Okay, to be honest.
Dang, auntie, you tripping now.
I don't know. Well, look, I don't
Old
know
ass
abbreviation.
flap
Okay? Stop calling me old blank 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 blank.
I'm joking, y'all.
Blankety blank blank.
You said it.
Go Roro. She is reading a text that Nesto sent Sonya, and she wanted to get permission from Sonya to share it before, she read it to us. And she started reading, but she got stumped because there was some profanity there, and she just doesn't know what word to substitute for it.
No, you see how to keep messing with me, okay? No, I'm trying to read.
We just
Stop.
messing with you. Go ahead.
Right there, Nona. You stopping me from reading.
I don't know why she's acting like she can't cuss.
I'll be quiet. I'm just joking.
Because she cusses.
He says, to be honest, I've had no reason to give any FUCKs.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
About what anyone has to say about me because it is superficial and unreal. All I have cares about is if I am indicted and the detail concerning any indictments. So that's what that I may succeed to fight for innocence. Last time I mentioned an X on I caught I ain't saying that part. I ain't saying that part. But no, that was his answer to that. I'm not reading the rest.
Hold on.
No, this is not my last live. This is not my first live, CC. I've had lives in this channel before. Not my first.
See, we used to go live on this one infamous slide channel, and we used to go on here every day, sometimes 2 times a day, like for years, low key. Like during the pandemic, that was when we was all able to just post up, kick shit on the internet, clown people, joke, laugh. The R. Kelly rallies was going on. I mean, all type of stuff. The pandemic, people was able to work remotely, work at home. It was a fun time, and so that's how we Sylvia, remember when you opened this channel, you only had 80 something followers. Remember that? Subs. And now you got on this one, you probably got what, a couple thousand? I don't know.
Got 1,500.
Yeah, see? That's
I haven't used it in a while. I don't usually use this one. Okay, yeah, y'all ready? Okay, y'all look. I'm gonna skip certain parts of it, Nona. I'm gonna skip certain parts of it, and then You try to.
So this live is titled Ernesto William responds to ex-wife's email. So that's what the title of this live is.
I'm gonna skip certain part because I see the numbers growing in here because we had went down to 67. Now it's going back up. That means nosy people are in here now. But because they say, hey, she's about to read the message.
Love Nona who? Who's being attacked?
Me. Oh, who's being attacked? Me or? Okay, I'm gonna skip over certain things. He said,
yeah, that girl. It's like that girl. It is like punishment. But I found this interesting. Just the conversation that her panelist and her. I just found the conversation interesting.
Says that the only thing he's concerned about is his indictment and if any additional, concerning any indictment, so that I may succeed at fighting for innocence. Last time, okay, we're gonna bypass that. As far as I am concerned, there will always be something more to add on this ongoing scandal, which I am at the center of. The principal being targeted for the people entertainment. The epitome of all the drama. This new info is simply the latest act in the drama script. But if I die of a heart attack, like Red Fox, what will entertain these folks then? Shake my head. If you
Okay, so he says, if he first of all, what does that to say? If I die of a heart attack like Red Fox has been dead how many years? That reference just baffles me. But he's saying that if he dies of a heart attack like Red Fox, then what are we going to use for entertainment, sweetie? There is entertainment all over YouTube. You just happen to be the hot happening topic, but guess what? We can find others because there are other things going on. So I don't know, don't kid yourself, Nestos. I think it was Dimples Wimples. I think she said Joe be a thesaurus.
listen to any of the recordings, they'll reveal what I've had no conversation with or about any woman outside you and my wife.
See, here we go again. Yes, you did, because we heard the call. This man silly. It's like silly rabbits tricks are for kids. Coco JB said, "Lord help." Bond Edgeless. I'm sorry, Bond Edgeless and Banana says Sylvia got way more to worry about going to hell for from from cussing. She needs to stop. I mean, really. And Raydell Lewis says she curses on her other channel. Stop it. Yes, that's what I'm saying. She does. So it's totally ridiculous. MNPD's finest said, Lord Jesus, I'm so glad Sunday is in a few hours. Silverback is so extra. She cusses like a sailor. I remember she was doing her live and somebody ran into her. I mean, cut her off or something. And she was like, you white, in the middle of her life, you white bastard. She was just going off. So I don't understand, this selective cursing that she does. Shaby said, I thought she was about to say all I have in this world is my balls.
Honestly, I have no time nor the energy to focus on any of these trivial things.
Trivial things, not trivial, trivial.
Yeah, I get it. That's what he said. That's concerning the lady.
I would pull up the text message,
then,
but I think that'll be too distracting.
Then I got the record. They send me the recording. Hold on a second.
Right, D-Dub, the way her husband
to go to 3910. Hold on a second.
Oh, good.
3910. Okay, 3910 is the only time he ever said mention her. 3910.
I agree with D-Dub. D-Dub says the way her daughter speaks, nothing should offend her. That's what I'm saying on her lives, cussing and acting a fool. B. Williams said y'all should have been doing something constructive. Go Roro says he sounds like he has a mouthful of spit. Yes, my Tai, she is acting like we've not heard her cuss before, and I have. She needs to stop that.
On his YouTube video. Hold on. I must start here.
That's what happened like when you do where urban marches too. Like everybody want to do the same thing. Everybody want to be ballers.
Now she's playing this video of Ernesto and in the barbershop, and you'll see, I swear there's a part of this video that I had never seen before until I watched this, but she's playing the audio and then eventually somebody says something to her, so she pulls it up so people can see the video that she's playing.
Everybody want to be models. Everybody want to be rappers. Everybody want to do hair and all that. You got to create a lane to where you in the lane is not an untouchable lane, and that's what he did. I respect the substance of it.
Yes, this is infamous Sly channel.
After I found out there was a building across the street and it was abandoned, I went over there and asked him, man, give me a chance. Give me one chance. I'm going to tell you about it. I was hanging up there 7 years, 24 hours, 7 years. You slept in the shop with you before you got my kids, you, and your brothers and sisters. So I had to
Now Nesto is talking.
You gotta get it on your own. Nobody. They talk a good game, but they don't. Once you start believing yourself, then everybody start believing you. You have to fool yourself.
That's Nesto talking.
So we ran the spot while you was gone. A nice lady, her name was Carol. Sweet lady.
So Miss T says, I think Martha was at the wedding because the young daughter was a part of it. He said Carol called him up and apologized to him, if I'm not mistaken. No, you are not mistaken. That did happen. My Tai says, whatever did we do to you, Legacy Moon? Is it because we told you to go to the doctor for nebulizer treatment? I'm telling you, it's important to see these point of views. It's really quite interesting. I think Houston Foodie said Red Fox died in 91. And Peekaboo wants to know why he dragged Red Fox in this. I want to know that too. PW said, I think he's talking about how Red Fox used to do on Sanford and Son. He only knows TV and movie references. Yeah, that could be too. It's just hard to say. I'm putting Dimples Wimples comment up here. It's hard to say with that man because they don't stay on task. It's just all over the place. And D-Dub said we would wonder which wife's name he called as he clutched his chest. Yeah, who did he call? Justin's mom, you're right. Hypocrisy.
She was 100% behind me. 100%. Did she run the way you ran it?
Hold on, I gotta show it to y'all. Hold
Now
on.
she's gonna show
I
it.
want to see it. I gotta show it to y'all. Hold on.
Yeah, what's this we listening to right there?
Hold on, dude. Hold on.
Oh, that's Carol right there.
See, even her panelists they're like, what's going on here? PW said she didn't read
All right,
what
let me
Sonya
play it for
said.
y'all so y'all can see what he said about. That's the only thing he ever said about her. Other than that, he has never spoken about her since he's been incarcerated. That's what he said.
And that's a lie.
All right, y'all ready?
It's crazy, stupid, You gotta respect the grind. You gotta respect the grind. Because if you try to be in his lane, there's no use to get in this lane. He making it to where there's no competition. Everybody try to run to the same lanes, there's no use. Go do some painting or something else. That's just what it got to take. You know, that's what happened like when you dealing with urban markets too. Like everybody want to do the same thing. Everybody want to be barbers. Everybody want to be models. Everybody want to be rappers. Everybody want to do hair and all that. You got to create a lane to where you in the lane of this untouchable lane. And that's what he did. I respect his hustle to the fullest.
The Bulls ain't exactly can blow people out of the playoffs. Hey.
See, I never seen this before. Nesto is, I think this is him right here where my cursor is. I'm not sure. But I never seen this part of the video before.
Okay, I'm sorry. But the Bulls haven't been exactly blowing people out of the playoffs either. I mean, they struggled against the Pacers.
So after I found out there was a building across the street and it was abandoned, I went over there and asked the man, I said, man, give me a chance. Give me one chance. I'm gonna show you what I can do. But that one chance ain't nothing in 7 years, 24 hours, 7 days.
We slept in the shop with
My kids, you, and your brothers and sisters. So I had to make y'all understand, ain't nobody can give you nothing out here. You gotta get it on your own. Nobody. They talk that good game, but they don't. Once you start believing yourself, then everybody start believing.
Says she. He sounds like a free slave.
You gotta fool yourself.
So we ran the spot while you was gone.
That a nice lady. Her name was Carol.
Here we go.
Sweet lady. She was 100% behind me. 100%.
Is she running the way you ran it?
Well, she did her purpose. She did the things she needed to do. That a nice lady. Her name was Carol.
That's him and her. He says, nice lady, her name is Carol, but he's talking to his son like that. So that means his son must not know Carol.
Now, why wouldn't his son know Carol? He was married to Carol, what, in the 2000s, just before Shirley. So why wouldn't Dion know who Carol was? I think what Nesto was doing is he was just telling his story. So that's why, you know, he said Carol. She's not understanding that this is his sort of documentary. Dimples Wimples said, Justin's mom, come hold my hand and let's go to the moon together. She looks sophisticated and everything. I mean, what are these women with all this sophistication in class? What on earth? How does he get them? Oh, okay.
That's his son that's cutting his hair. So he's asking him a question, who kept the thing while you were gone? Well, I guess when he was in jail. And he said, oh, this nice lady named Carol. So we don't know where this stuff fit in, but he says, nice lady named Carol. Not know my wife or my... Hold on, let me finish playing it.
Sweet lady. She was 100% behind me. 100%.
Is she running the way you ran it?
Well,
And I'm sorry, I do believe that Carol started this business and he was just kind of like an add-on or whatever.
she did her purpose. She did the things she needed to do. She kept the doors open. She listened very well. She did what a woman's supposed to be.
He did what a woman is supposed to be. Peekaboo said, who is Dion's mother? A peekaboo? We don't want to start again with naming Dion's mother. You know, we came up with quite a few. Claritha, just many names that we came up with. So these people will start that again. Trust me. I revived, said Nesto, and those silly skits. PW is sending Justin's mom to the moon. You are just cutting up too much. And Vic to the Veil said Dion never mentions Carol either. Maybe he thought his daddy was with another woman. He might be confused the way she get around. Yes, Southside Chi-Town says he used God on Carol too. That's what he does. That's exactly what he does. Go Roro said, so Sonya is jealous of Carol. See, that's what I'm saying. I mean, this man is in jail and somebody else's husband, and you worried about who he's talking to? Yes, Victor the Vels. My understanding, Carol started that business and he just kind of was added on. PW says, because Nesto is stupid and wanted to act like Carol wasn't the creator and he was a hanger on. And, remember, the one call where he said he should have patented the 24-hour barbershop concept. Ooh, he should have patented, because now there are 24-hour shops opening everywhere. There were 24-hour shops back in, I know, the 90s, and some of you all might know in your hometown, some what do you call it? Some 24-hour beauty salons. Southside Chi-Town said Arletha. Dion's mom's name, Arletha. Okay. Yeah, she sounded like an Arletha too.
Doing. She's supposed to be able to maintain. Wow.
Oh, did he just say he did what she did? What a woman's supposed to be doing?
Yep.
Oh, it sounds like male chauvinistic statement to me.
This dude sound like he a manipulator. That's just me.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go hunt. Not a woman supposed to out hunt a man. Anytime you got a woman out hunt a man, it's a problem. She's not a man.
What? Anytime you have a woman, what?
I hope she rewind.
Anytime you have a woman, what? I didn't hear that. Hold on. Let me listen. Listen carefully, people. I want to hear what he said. Hold on.
She kept the doors open. She listened very well. She did what a woman's supposed to be doing. She's supposed to be able to maintain while a hunter go hunt. Not a woman supposed to out hunt a man. Anytime you got a woman out hunt a man.
I agree with him with that. I agree with him. He said the woman's supposed to maintain while a man is out there hunt, right? A woman's not supposed to be hunting like a man, which I agree. Okay. Y'all heard that? He's right.
D-Dub wants to know, how can he patent hours of operation? This is the man who said he should have patented 24-hour barbershops. You cannot patent time. This man doesn't even know what a patent is. He doesn't even know what a patent is.
What he talking about hunting for though?
He's going out there and working while she's maintaining the business. I guess that's what he's. I don't know.
That's what he called hunting. See, well, I thought he was talking about like. Well,
but my thing is this. Sylvia. I don't know. But what type of business is he talking about? What business does he have?
The barber shop. She kept it up.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I didn't know. So that's cool.
Remember the guy originally asked him. Hold on, this is the guy that originally.
But I get what he mean, because he older. He's saying like how he alluded to like going to hunt the food and put it on the table.
Yeah. Okay, like this is what he said. This guy said he came up with the idea of a 24-hour barbershop. Nobody had that dream of in that area. So he came out with that idea, and this guy was complimenting them, and they asking questions about.
So basically, she's saying he came up with that 24-hour concept, just like he stated. But like I said, you can't patent time. So Justin's mom says, does that one guy talking with Sylvia have a lisp or speech impediment? I have to listen closely. Peekaboo said her panel is remedial too. And Victor the Veil said he would have had to have a specific business model that goes along with the 24-hour business, like 24 hours with a unique service that's granted with it. But he can't patent, like I said, 24-hour salons. They've been existing since way before he did that. Hey, let's talk about it all says, let's get the thumbs up with 94 and 179 in the chat. Come on, you can do it. Yes, please, please do. That girl said Nesto was hunting, but it wasn't to be a provider. He was hunting pocketbooks. Hey, Val, baby.
I didn't, who maintained it when he went to jail and all this kind of stuff. Listen.
Everybody try to run to the same lanes. There's no use. Go do some painting or something else. That's just what it got to take. That's what happened. Like when you dealing with urban markets too. Like everybody want to do the same thing. Everybody want to be barbers. Everybody want to be models. Everybody want to be rappers. Everybody want to do hair and all that. You got to create the lane to where you in the lane of this untouchable lane, and that's what he did. I respect his hustle to the fullest.
The Bulls ain't exactly been blowing people out of the playoffs. Hey. Okay, I'm sorry. But the Bulls haven't been exactly blowing people out of the playoffs either. I mean, they struggled against the Pacers.
So after I found out there was a building across the street and it was abandoned, I went over there and asked him, I said, man, give me a chance.
Y'all hear what he's saying?
Mhm.
He's saying that there was a building across the street that was empty. And then he asked the man, hey man, chance, huh?
So he got the dude just.
So if I want to start a business, I'm going to see an empty building and I'm going to talk to the renter or the seller and I'm going to say, man, just give me a chance. I would think he would say, man, just give me some money. So, I don't know where he's going with that, but Shay says VTTV, exactly. That business was mobilized barbershop. Remember, he said he came up with that concept in jail. Now there and yeah, I do remember that him saying that. But I'm wondering about that too. Like they do, like in Hollywood, they do all kinds of strange things. So was there already a mobilized barbershop or salon somewhere else before he came up with it?
Gave him the building to like a rent to own thing, or like how did that work?
So what Sylvia, tell the story like in the full totality. What you said, he went over to the building and the guy came out, and what happened?
Now let me say this: the only charges he are accused of right now is like being like a mentor to people, but they didn't get nothing out of it, which is still bogus. Like, how you even know that? People paid him like as a life coach, is what they allege.
I think, but see, that's what I think is he was misrepresenting himself. From my understanding, he was saying, "Oh, I can help you out with this life coach stuff," and he was using that money for his other stuff, or
But if he do got a 24-hour barbershop, that is something that people probably was looking up to, like, hey, where you get this business plan from or whatever.
No, basically he was like a coach for doing businesses, and since he was successful, I guess people saw
he was successful. Okay, B. Williams called it a mobilized hotel and barbershop. PW says legacy, yes, it was already created. It's called getting in your car and going to your client's house and doing their hair or anywhere they needed you. Yes, I got my hair done in home. People came to me. That's what I did. I preferred that than going to sit up in a shop. B. Williams says he was a delayed pimp. And Southside Chi-Town said, man, they cleaned his charges up. Peekaboo says he's being charged as a mentor. This is a poor panel. We almost done with this, y'all.
Saw that, and then he used like people that he knew had connection with as a leverage of how a reference type of thing. Oh, I do this for this, and I'm married to this person. That gives it more like a oomph a push to make people believe and want to, buy into his product.
Like what they was accusing DJ Envy and them of. I got it.
Yeah, like that. So. Hold on.
What?
Hold on, let me play it.
One chance. I'm gonna
Obsessed with the mess. This is from seven months ago.
show you what I can do. I got one chance, and I've been 7 years, 24 hours, 7.
So his business, and at this junction of this interview with this guy who's talking to his son, he says that because that man gave him a chance, this is the 7th year in the business of a 24-hour barbershop.
Now,
So
how lucrative was that though? Because 24. Let's think about that from a business standpoint. To have a building open, that means you got to have business coming in. Otherwise,
because remember, hold on, it's at the gas station. It was next door to a gas station. That was very lucrative because the gas station opens 24 hours.
That girl, you may have heard Native refer to this video, and this is the video. I think he talks about him getting a 5-hour haircut. It was a very long haircut that Dion was doing on him. So if you ever hear Native bring it up, this is the video he is referring to. Hey, Soul Power.
I mean, yeah, I get it.
It was very lucrative. He was in his 7th year in the business.
Right. I don't know. I mean, I don't know him, so I can't.
His video was 12 years ago. This video is 12 years ago.
Oh, okay. Wow. I mean, yeah, so I can't judge somebody off of, but it just, to me, and I don't know much. It just seems, to me, he seems like, I'm just flat out call. He seems like a scammer. That's just me.
No, but whatever.
Like
so,
a big time scammer. Like that.
How did the big charges come from all this though? Even
I don't know. You got to ask Sylvia about that. I don't know.
Because we seen during COVID turned most of the world into scammers with the PPP.
Right. Well, yeah.
And they're being charged.
Because the money was so.
But that's when these are the charges. These charges are from the COVID.
Oh, well, see,
2019,
they was not getting away with that. People from COVID are not getting away with that. They're not.
But you understand what I'm saying? This is a time when the charges the new charges he has right now starts from 2019. You have 2019, you have 2021, you have 2022. Those are the charges.
All right, now it makes sense on why he got fraud charges during the time where most of the world got fraud charges from the PPP loan mess. So I get that.
And that's probably why people was easily giving him money because
But this is what they don't know. They don't know he has been scamming all along. He's been scamming women out of money. And just think about it. There are probably some victims out there who don't want to come forward. They're just scared, or even seeing what's going on and everything all on YouTube, they might not want to come forward to be a part of what's going on. So we don't really know how many victims this man has.
You didn't work for it. Hey, you getting free money? Let me give you that. And there was money for their companies. And he was like,
but Sylvia, there was, I think I do remember one person, or maybe that might have been DJ MB's situation. Never mind. I was saying some of them was using a life savings and that type of stuff. That I can't respect that. That's me.
This is them. Like one woman gave her the credit card and then to go buy some product.
He was using it for other things.
Yeah, he didn't buy the stuff that she told him to buy.
Oh yeah, I remember you did say.
And then he called her to get her credit card increased. He increased it even after he didn't bring back what she wanted.
Right.
Okay. All that makes sense.
Now, see, Vic Tideville said she doesn't believe Nesto. She just wants him as content. And Dion told him that these prayers are signed in the blood of Satan. Hey, Leo lady, how are you doing? Southside Chi-Town said 12 years ago, 2012, he hasn't had nothing since. So these charges go back. Okay, so like he's not charged with, I thought what's her name? The realtor. I thought her charges were like in 2021, I thought. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame said he repeated scammer. He's done that since his 20s. He's a repeated scammer. Houston Foodie says, what did Houston? Oh, Sylvia telling all Nesto's business. She sure is.
They were in a
Your whole,
relationship.
But
that
see,
whole time period
where
you
she
talking
went
about.
wrong is giving this man her credit card. Who does that?
Then
And
the other one.
I'm not victimizing her. I'm just saying,
Hold on,
who
let me
gives
finish.
up? Like,
Let me
that's
finish. And
crazy.
then the other one gave up her car, gave up her different items. I'm like, yeah, exactly. Kept giving them.
Peppermint Patty, I'm gonna tell you this. I didn't comment on that. Peppermint Patty says I didn't hear he got the lady's credit card amount increased. I didn't hear that either, but that just because I didn't hear it doesn't mean it's wrong. That's why I didn't comment on it. So I'm glad that you made that statement because I was thinking the same thing. I hadn't heard that he got an increase. PW said he met Shirley the year after the video, so that's interesting. That is interesting. Victor the Veil said he never switched up his scam. He never switched up his scam model. He left the new ideas up to Erica. And Soul Power said IS should be ashamed of herself. It's pretty clear that Nesto is not legit. She's not an evil nun.
Kept giving them.
Hold on. What she was supposed to get in return?
And it doesn't make it right. But
he was supposed to help.
Hold
on, he's supposed to help them with their business because connection, network, and all that kind of stuff.
Obsessed with the Mess says, I heard that about the increase. And that girl said she got the card increase. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame said he's a sweetheart swindler. He did have the ladies increase her credit card. Yeah, because I don't think he did it. Okay, so he couldn't have done it himself. She had to have done it. Victor the Veil says, I remember him having her get her Carnival credit card limit increase. And Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame says Sylvia is a deviant and she is wicked.
On social media presence and stuff. They were doing all that, supposedly doing that kind of stuff to help our business grow.
Well, okay, that's correct.
But here's the thing: one of them knew him years before when he was married to somebody, was engaged to be married to Shirley. He wasn't even married to Shirley, so she felt that he was a con artist back then, but she still trusts him because she felt that he was with somebody that's reputable and things like that. So she felt maybe she could trust him, type of thing.
See, it sounds like it's a whole bunch of salty women that he used, and now they coming back for the bread.
Here we go.
Messed off with that.
That's what I said to, and that's what I was telling those people, but they got mad at me because I'm like, if somebody messed you up first time, you don't keep giving them money to come back, and then you sleeping with them, and it was crazy. Some of the stuff you're like, okay, does that make sense?
And so you're not even saying that you think that he didn't do none of this fraud stuff. You just
I absolutely believe that there are some things that, but see, here's the thing is, why don't we hold ourselves accountable and be responsible, not just giving people your stuff like that? Come on.
Now we've come to the portion of our program where we victim shame. Do I think it's stupid to give a man that you just met a credit card or your credit information? Yes. Do I think that these women jumped in bed with him too soon? Yes. Should they have been more careful? Yes. But that has nothing to do with the fact that they were victims. Just because I wouldn't do any of those things, and those women did, that just, maybe they'll wake up and smell the flavor and not do that again with another man. But I don't, just because they did things that I would never do does not mean that there aren't people out there who do those things, trusting and giving information, money to men that they just meet. You have some women who meet a man one day and the next day he's done moved in with her and her children, and she don't know him. So it does happen, but those just aren't things that I would do. Soul Power said, how IS know so much. Listen to that twisted logic. It is very twisted logic. Vic to the Bell said Sylvia's audience could say the same thing about her. Yes, they can. Oh, that reminds me, I got to read something I got.
Now there is some accountability in there, but now it makes sense on why somebody would try to add some more merit to their story with some money being involved.
Yeah, I agree.
They didn't sprinkle some SAs and some BAs, DAs, whatever the initials y'all be using for them charges.
Money. He took their money.
Yeah.
You'll be mad.
Yeah.
Which to me is dead wrong, because I'm gonna tell y'all something. There's two type of people in the world. Hate is a strong word, right? Hate is a very strong word, and I don't hate people.
I wanted to stop and read Nesto Shekels' Shuffle Walk of Fame's comment because it's a very good one. She says, because they made poor decisions, it does not exclude them from being victimized. Exactly. Yes, they made poor decisions. No, I wouldn't have made those decisions, but nevertheless, they are still victims of that man. So thank you for that
Who
comment.
I don't, you know what I'm saying? However, I will say, a liar and a thief, I can't fucking stand. That's like hate. That, because it's like, bro, go get your own. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you gotta steal from somebody else? Like, I don't get it. Especially from people who are hardworking, normal people.
Stealing or robbing or
Don't steal from a $1 billion corporation. Then, you know, I ain't gonna feel sorry because, you know.
But listen, stealing as in what? Like, they break into your house
Any
or
type
somebody.
of stealing. Sylvia, what you mean? Any type of stealing.
But if you're a fool because you want more on something that you think is that you know is really not possible. You know, okay, like for example, somebody come to you and say, "Hey, I can give you $1 million. Just give me $1,000."
I'm gonna say no. Look. Sylvia, I can give you a perfect example. My homie came up to me, right? During the early pandemic, right? Like when it first hit. He like, bro, I could get you 30,000. 30,000, right? And you know, I'm like, how? You know, he telling me. I said, I'm good. And he said, bro, I'm dead serious. Whatever, right? 2 weeks later, he pulls up. He has a drop top Mustang, and his girl had a Range Rover, like a older model, both. And he was like, I told you, bro. And then 2 years later, right? He like, bro, they watching my house. I had to move, all type of shit. They had to pull me over, question me. I said, bro, see, me personally, 30,000 is not worth me going to jail. It's not, because 30,000, I can make that. One thing about money, you can make that.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? You can't
but
get
look,
back
look.
time. You can make money. You can't get back time.
But
people want easy money. You understand
Well,
what I'm saying?
yeah, but that's not how it works. Nothing comes easy. You can't just steal from people because you don't got it. I have a really good friend.
PW made a very good comment. She said, is she really trying to justify somebody stealing something when they need to get their own? That's what it sounds like. And Southside Chi-Town said, she worse than Sonya. Yes, she is. And Dimples Wimples said, Sylvia has to steal Dimples Wimples peen because ain't nobody volunteering to lay down with another dude. Oh my goodness. Soul Power says she's sitting there identifying with a scammer. That's exactly what she is doing. She is sitting there. She's justifying and relating to him, and I guess that's because that's what she has done, as far as I'm concerned, allegedly. Soul Power said she's sitting there identifying with the scammer. Yeah, I read that one. Okay.
Who is a millionaire. One of my great closest friends, a millionaire, right? Literally. I've never asked that dude for nothing. That's not my money. And you think it's okay to just steal from him because he's a millionaire?
But
No,
listen,
it doesn't
don't
matter.
But
He's not
okay,
gonna, it's not gonna hurt. But why would I steal when that's not mine?
okay.
That
let me
makes
ask you
no
this,
sense.
Dom. Let me ask you
Here's
this, Dom.
That's how I get down. That's not mine.
Let me
hold
ask
on,
you this,
let
Dom.
me stop.
If you got $30,000, let's take the PPP stuff out of it. Let's say you got $30,000.
No.
No,
To
Hold on,
risk,
let me tell you. Hold on.
if you have $30,000, we ain't even
right,
talking about you where you got it from and none of that. If you have
right.
$30,000 and you meet somebody that sells you a dream that they can turn this 30,000 into 30 million, they haven't shown you 30 million or none of that, but you trust them to, I don't know, for some reason you just go ahead and fall for the sucker dream and you get them your money. Or how much are they at fault for them being able to persuade you to
For
give them that money?
okay. So for manipulating, right? Okay, let me tell you, they're at fault. I would say 80%, and the 20 would be the person who gives that. Because let me tell you why. The type
Well,
of
hey,
people. Let me tell you. Hold on, Sylvia. The reason why that person is only 20% with the money, and then the 80 is the person who's doing it, because the individual who's doing the 80, the manipulator, they're targeting a specific kind of person, someone whom
No, I
just lost
disagree.
their father and they have no family,
oh,
but they're getting this life insurance, or they lost their husband and they got life insurance. They have no kids, no family,
What you think,
nothing.
Sylvia?
Or
no,
it's an elderly
okay.
person. Just the other day, I saw
Hold on
someone.
before you start the next story. Hold on before you start the next one. I don't
No,
want
it
to lose
has
my
to
mind.
do it. Go
Oh,
ahead.
let me finish off first. Time sharing places do that to people all the time.
That's what I was just about to say.
Okay, go
White
ahead, Dom.
people, white people do it to us every day. That's what insurance is. You know how quick it is for you to pay insurance every month?
Okay. But listen. Just
Go ahead,
the
Dom.
other day, right? There was a I can send Sylvia the link. There was a like a councilman, right? Like a alderman or whatever you want to call it, the one that runs your little district and speaks up for your community and whatnot, right? Well, check this. This person took a 95-year-old, went in there, a lady. It was a lady. That's what it was. And I think it was in Florida. A 95-year-old got the deed to her home, multiple houses, 2 homes, signed, forged the signature, put it in her name, and the 95-year-old had to get put out of the house. 95. So they arrested that lady real quick. So that's the type of shit I'm talking about. The type of people they're targeting. It's not someone like me and you. Someone comes to me and say they can flip 30. I can flip your 30 into 100. I'm gonna be like, bro, get the
No,
fuck
them
out my
women.
face.
No, he
You see
Man,
what I'm
no.
saying?
these people
Like,
still do it to people like us. For example,
it doesn't matter. Two wrongs
hold
don't
on.
make no right. It doesn't
Wait.
matter who's
No,
doing
I'm
it.
not saying nothing about 2 wrongs making it right. I'm just saying
Uh,
to get people like
that's
us
me.
too. But hold on, listen.
You're right. That's just me
There's
though.
people on the internet right now put an advertisement for a car. They put down
Hey,
that $2,000.
and that's illegal. That's
Hold
illegal. I mean,
on. Can I finish?
yeah, go ahead.
Now put it down for $2,000 because you don't have money. You die straight. You're like, oh man, I need that car. My car just broke down, and that $2,000 is cheap. I can get it, right? So you get your little money and you send it to them, and guess what? You don't get your money back. Gone.
So how is all that any different, Dom, from them putting lottery tickets in the gas stations in the hood and lottery
Because
machines.
that's what the bro.
Look, that's how I'm looking
This
at
is
it.
my
That's the
thing. This
same
is my
thing.
thing, right? This
They
is my
pray.
Okay, okay, y'all can hear me now. I'm gonna play the video. I didn't know I was up here talking. Um, so uh well, I was saying that I do hear the lisp that I forget who mentioned it in the chat. I do hear it now. And Sunshine in Rain Gardening said, "Now in IS there is a thing called a lemon law." Yes, there is. Marcia Edwards, how you doing? She says she's a scammer too. Uh, Peppermint Patty said, "Don't give IS any ideas." PW said, "So nobody should ever feel sorry for her. Woe is me. People treating me wrong. Somebody took advantage of me by her own logic." That's what I'm saying. Her logic is like, it's crazy. Let me see. Can y'all hear me now? I just want to make sure y'all can hear me now. Soul Power says, so she's saying because she's been done wrong, it's okay for others to be done wrong too. That was the thing. I could not get what she was what her meaning was, what her purpose was for that. Let me play just it's just a little bit more. I'm gonna play.
Preying on the listen
Now,
though. Listen, hold
now,
on. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. They're preying on the community just like you're
of
talking
course,
about. Individual could when they put
of
these
course.
lottery machines and all these.
Now I want to make sure I was just playing the video. I want to make sure y'all can still hear that too. Because I just played it. I don't know what happened to the let me see something. No, I didn't remove it. It's still there. You can hear me. Did y'all just hear the video? Because I just played a little bit more. And I want to make sure that y'all heard that. I don't want to keep going. B. Williams says good night. Good night, B. Williams. Okay, y'all good? Okay, here we go. Let's finish it up. It's just about done.
Hood gas stations and all this stuff, knowing that we throwing our money in there, probably ain't finna get nothing back. They're selling them a dream that's right there in their face. So if you fall for it and put your money in there thinking you getting a return that is probably not gonna happen, then this is just a loss. But now,
I get that, but my thing is this. This is how I look at stealing.
So he's saying if you fall for a scam, then you just out you're just SOL about your money. There's no oh, I got ripped off or anything. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame says there is never a right reason to do wrong. We may think so in some cases, but absolutely you're right. I agree with that. PW said out at South Side, okay, I'm surprised, especially if he continues to give her pushback. It brings some balance.
Right? If you
is it
going,
stealing?
you got kids, and you go into the grocery store, and you was trying to steal some food and you ran out. I'm personally, yes, you're a thief, but you're stealing food because you're hungry.
It don't
Now, if
matter.
you go in there and you steal a bottle of alcohol, I don't feel sorry for you.
Hold
You
on, you
understand what
still
I'm
feel
saying? You
sorry
get
for
caught, that's
Uber.
on your ass. That's
The
on you.
same, you get the
But
same
food,
charge for the alcohol
see, no.
Same thing. Yes, you
It's
do.
one
Yes,
thing,
you
like I said, guys, it's one thing to steal a little bit of money to feed your family, but it's another thing to go overboard and try to steal multiple hundreds
What's
and
the
thousands of
difference in
dollars.
the
See how that's no logic. So he's saying, and I do feel sorry for people who have to steal food for their family or don't have the means to buy food. I feel sorry for those people, but it is against the law. I mean, you can't steal food. When you steal food, that's making it harder on everybody else. So I don't I see what he's saying, and I do feel sorry for those people, but it's still against the law.
That's
charges?
greed.
it's the
What's
same
the
Greed.
difference in
thing.
the charges?
No, it's not.
It is the
It's
same
not.
thing, John.
Well,
See,
yeah, stealing is stealing.
what?
Yes, $5 to $1,000, whatever.
No, I'm
But
saying what difference in charges do you get for stealing alcohol versus stealing a pack of turkey bacon? What are the different charges you gonna get?
well, no.
Theft.
The reason why it's not different charge because it's the amount. It goes by what's under $999. That's what's under 1,000 is a misdemeanor. Above
But
1,000 is
it's
a
the
felony.
same thing. But it's the same
It's
thing.
not.
Yeah,
The
it's the
It's
principle
same.
is
the
the
same
same.
thing. But
Yes.
stealing alcohol and stealing a bacon is the same thing as stealing.
It's
Yeah.
still
Of course. Of course. Yeah. That's
and
you stealing.
yeah,
You can't just steal
in the
people's
court
stuff.
of
But
in the court of law they're the same, and in the Bible they're the same. They're both a sin. So I don't have any.
Oh my
I'm not
gosh.
going to heaven if I go in there and steal some bacon and then I don't go steal the alcohol though. Like I'm still stealing. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point.
yeah, yeah. I see what you're saying,
The
bro. I just
consequences
me
are the
personally, I
same.
don't like people who steal and lie.
Yeah,
Those two things,
you just
I
applying it to
can't
your
get with that.
morals.
I can't get with that.
Look, timeshare
That's just
people steal
irritating.
and lie to you all the time. They lie
Hell
and
yeah. But see, in
but we
business,
they legalize lying
yeah,
and
but in
stealing.
business, Sylvia, in business and corporate, that's how companies are. Like they strong arm individuals. They take a large percentage, or they if you work at a real estate thing and you sold the house, they're gonna take their cut because you're working at their firm. You know what I'm saying? So that's stealing right there.
Okay, that's about it. The silly logic that they keep applying. But I just thought it was interesting when I came across this. I really did because of the way that between her reading that email and pausing and not knowing what to say because there's curse words and the logic that they are applying to these crimes, I just thought it was really interesting. Well, PW, they're saying that timeshares PW says, why is she talking about timeshares? You still get to stay somewhere. Yes, she's talking about, I've never had a timeshare, so I don't know. But that is what she is talking about, timeshare people ripping people off all the time. I know that they use gimmicks to get you to, like in Vegas, you'll come across a lot of people, if you're on the strip, that'll give you a flyer or something, come and to this meeting and get a free trip or something like that. They do things like that, but I've never, I mean, I'm sure there might be some kind of travel stays where there's some type of scam involved, but time sharing is I don't think that it's a scam. I mean, I don't know what kind of time sharing she's done. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame says the judge will sentence you the same for stealing food as he or she would for stealing alcohol. That's what I'm saying. They don't say, oh, you sold alcohol 90 days. Oh, you stole a steak 3 months, or 2 months. It doesn't work like that. um, let's talk about it all. Said the amount takes it to the next level in severity. Yes, it does. I think, what is it, five? You got a 500 mark, and then you've got a 5,000 mark where the charges may vary. PW says IS is sounding like a sovereign citizen. Soul Power says she doesn't cuss, but she steals allegedly. Oh God, Southside Chi-Town says she's justifying Nesto hard. She is. PW said, I got my 3-day, 4-night Vegas stay at the Hilton. At the meeting, I told them no, but I enjoyed my room. Hey, Ken of 14. So anyway, that $150. I'm gonna do something one day. One of those. I'm not a timeshare. I'm gonna find a site and look through that and see how um, what the terms are and what they say. Did I where am I? Did I okay, let me read this comment. Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame says Sylvia is a scammer, thief, deviant, hoe, demon, trans woman. Woo, that's a lot. Victor the Veil said you have to get over on those timeshare people. You just have to be firm. A call me on Keisha's phone says she was justifying Nesto hard. She really was. She really, really was. So that's all I have for this live. That's all I'm going to do on tomorrow. Don't forget to check out Native Tribe Urban Media. He is doing his Strawberry Sunday at 1:30 as he always does. What else is going on? I will be on tomorrow. I'm going to try to come on a little earlier, like 9. But if not, it'll be the regular 10 o'clock. And don't forget, we are trying to get me to 3,000 subscribers. And we are trying to get Native to 1,500. So we don't. That's what we want for Christmas. So make sure that you share our content. I have a variety of different things, different lives, and edited videos that I've done. And Native has some things over there too. So we would appreciate y'all telling a friend, getting somebody, bringing somebody here, and having them subscribe. I appreciate you guys so much. I thank you for being here. I thank you for the new memberships. And I think I got a member milestone, but I appreciate all of you and I thank you all. Shout out to the marvelous Moonlight Mods. I appreciate you. And we are going to do some music and get on out of here. I am just it's like I can't believe my equipment worked. I just really can't. Everything worked out until we got to the end. I started pushing stuff. But anyway. We're going to get out of here and I will see you guys tomorrow. Is this the song I want? Good night, everyone. Don't forget to hit that like button. Okay, y'all. YPW said, good night, everyone. Hit the like button if you haven't already. It will help you not read like IS. I appreciate you guys. Good night, Cam Lewis.